From Kansas to Colorado, Texas, Arkansas, Australia, and the UK. Yuppie! Worldwide family. Let's go! Hey, hey, hey! From Kansas plains to the UK sky, Colorado raised with the Rockies high, Australia calling with the sun so bright, Texas pride rolling in, Arkansas in sight. 7-1 being the common line tonight. Jane and Mama always on time. Hawkeyes watching, girlie hold strong. Christopher steady all night long. Yelling on her, lift us in prayer. Johnny and Brian always right there. Through the storms, through the pain, through the tests, we still rise up, give God our best. God is good all the time, all the time. God is good. From Kansas dirt to Colorado pine, from Texas hills to Australia shine, from Arkansas roads to UK streets. God is good all the time. Yeah, we're shouting that truth tonight. Rock Chalk, family worldwide, with the stars and stripes flying high in the light. Journey roll deep with the wanderer's soul. Rhonda drive strong down that long dirt road. Beach baby singing sunshine shine. Leroy cool with that old school swing. Natasha brave doing her own thing. Stacy loud with that fire inside. Mark stay solid right by her side.
Different towns, different names, different homes. Same one love in our family tone.
God is good all the time, all the time. God is good. From Midwest wind to Colorado sky, from Texas sun to Australia highs, from Arkansas hills to UK streets. God is good all the time. Yeah, we live it, we testify. Rock Chalk, family side by side. Stars and stripes in the firelight sky. Jay Thomas from Greeley, Colorado, stand up proud. Justin on the rhythm, make the whole room loud. Spoken real to speak truth in the chat. Black Opal shine with the hard-won facts. Anthony Strong while Holly sing. Johnny Beach, baby, do their thing. You'll be in the house, yeah, that's family name. Rock Chalk Nation, worldwide in flames. Good thing. When I say rock, y'all say chop, rock, chop. When I say family, y'all say strong, family, chop. Yuppie!
Yuppie!
Feeling Jackie Ho, love tight. Prayers go up late at night. Brian with the dog by his side. Retired healer with the heart so wide. Christopher Anthony Holly too. Little kids chanting, we love you. From Tulsa streets to Colorado snow, to Australia beaches where the warm winds blow. Texas plains, Arkansas hills,
UK streets too. We lift each other, this we do.
We've been broke,
been scared, been tried, been tired, but faith still burn like a living fire. Different paths, different scars, same one God who knows our hearts.
God is good all the time, all the time. God is good. From Kansas, Colorado, Texas, Arkansas, to Australia, sun and UK shore. God is good all the time. Yeah, we singing, oh, we shine. Rock Chalk, family worldwide, with the stars and stripes in the sky tonight. Yeah, storm, clap it out.
71 beat.
Jane,
Mama shout.
Hawkeyes, girlie, Kev, Nona, Johnny, Brian, Rhonda, Roller. Yeah, Journey, Beach baby too.
Leroy,
Natasha,
Stacy,
Mark, we see you. Christopher,
Justin,
Jake Thomas,
Speed,
Rock Chalk family,
Worldwide family.
Rock Chalk, Chalk.
Hello to everyone. How's everybody doing? All is good here. Rock, Virginia coach is accused he's missing or on the run. Not sure if they've caught him. Yeah, I that's been going on. I don't know what's going on with that guy. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of coaches, oh boy, have I got one for you guys. I have got one for you. So, I'm from Kansas. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. We got a coach that, let me just send this. Guy went to school with my brother at Derby High and went on to Derby, Kansas, went on to Butler Community College in El Dorado, then went and played for OU Cerners. Then he got the coach at Michigan, Michigan coach. A lot has been unfolding today. And I mean a lot. So let me see if I can't just find it. I'm just going to play it for you. And I also have a picture I was going to share. Hopefully everybody's doing good. It's Thursday, almost the weekend. Listen, and we are not far from Christmas. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Oh, Lordy. I am not ready. Not ready at all. But it is what it is, right? I'm going to pull up this picture for you guys. I'm sending it from my phone to my computer real quick. Let's see here. Come on. It's taking a minute. Give me just a second. I should have had it ready, but listen, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures, but my ass has been getting shit together. I made some Caesar salads and some regular salad, and I made some fruit salads. I did a lot. NBC Nightly News. Well, actually, maybe I'll do cakes first. Let's see here. Jerome Moore. Listen, Jerome Moore, he is all over the news. Again, he's from same place as Jennifer Coffendogger's husband. Jennifer Coffendogger's husband is from Derby, Kansas also. Let's see here. We'll just start with this one. I'm going to add you guys. Hey, Nona. And then we're going to go over Jessie Butler. Jessie Butler's got one of the victims. Her attorney filed some more stuff. Let's see here. I want to find one that I can play. Because honestly, let's see if we can find one that I can play. Nope, that ain't it. Okay. Let me see here. We're going to get it. Okay. Michigan. Okay. Oops. I'll just read it because it's not going to play. Jerome Moore jailed hours after being fired as the University of Michigan's head coach for football. So, again, Michigan always has a good football team. And this guy here is from Derby, Kansas. It's where he was raised. Former University of Michigan head coach football coach Jerome Moore was jailed on Wednesday night, just hours after being dismissed as the leader for Michigan football. According to Washtenaw County records, Moore was booked into jail as of 10:11 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. So without reading this whole thing, I'm just going to tell you what it says. Okay? This is the deal. This guy here was messing around with one of his trainers for the team. Okay? And that trainer got pregnant. Oh, I swear I've got a virus on this computer already. Anyway, the trainer got pregnant. And they both chose to do an abortion. So she got an abortion. Well, he got released yesterday from Michigan as the head coach. Okay, for getting that other person pregnant. He went home, got a knife, told his wife he was going to kill himself, and he left. Well, he went to his mistress's house and then threatened to kill her and himself and got arrested. So, and it was on NBC Nightly News. It's been all over the news. Let's see here. It's been a big story. Big story. Let's see here. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Eagles and Stripes came in. Nona, everybody's here. Right. We're gonna. Let's see here. 22 hours. It was NBC. It was on tonight because we watched it. Let's see here. And let's see if I can find the article so we can play it for you. Oh, this was crazy. I'm going to show this first. This was crazy. I watched this tonight on the news too. This was crazy.
Tonight, terrifying moments captured on this doorbell cam. A monstrous explosion rocking a quiet Bay Area neighborhood this morning.
Our neighbor's house exploded.
The force ripping through multiple structures, sparking a
That's nuts, ain't it? That's crazy.
force ripping through multiple structures, sparking a 3-alarm fire, damaging nearby homes, injuring 6 people. Rushed to area hospitals. Video shows what appears to be a part of a roof falling on top of a person in a construction vehicle.
Yeah, 132 with extensive burn.
Officials tonight saying 2 people believed to be residents are unaccounted for.
It's possible they're at work or at school.
Fire officials say the blast was ultimately triggered after a work crew struck an underground gas line shortly after 7 this morning. Power company PG&E says that crew was not affiliated with them, but they immediately dispatched their own teams to the scene. 2 hours later, they were able to turn off the gas in the area, but the explosion still happened shortly after. Next door neighbor Deborah Omatai says she felt lucky to escape the blast, debris falling on her home.
The whole roof fell in on us, on me in the bedroom.
Tonight, the root of what happened still under investigation. Steve Patterson, NBC News.
Very sad. Very sad. And 2 people still missing. So there's going to be a big lawsuit there. Crews hit the gas line. Hit the gas line and, ooh, it went up. Okay, let's see here. It's Ron Moore. Now, I watched it tonight on NBC News. Of course, it's all over our news. You know, the guy might have recouped. Let's try Cake News. The guy might have recouped and got another coaching job if he wouldn't have did all the other crazy stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, also, while I'm here, last night I was listening to the scanner, and Wichita PD and the fire department went on a call at some apartments, and they were in taking care of the call, and somebody stole the fire truck and was driving around the parking lot. It was crazy to listen to on the scanner. Let's see here. I think tomorrow I'm going to go searching for Annan. We got a guy missing. And I was going to go today. I just had a lot going on today. Where is? It's making me dizzy. Every time I just barely move my mouse, it just goes crazy. This guy's missing.
The search for a missing man is stretching into day 5, and tonight the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Office says it's throwing even more resources into finding 30-year-old Ian Shelton.
Reports about 60 people out searching today. He was last seen early Wednesday morning. Investigators are especially worried as they say Shelton might have been going through a mental health crisis. It was also not wearing warm enough clothing for those conditions. Cake's Lily O'Brien is live at Lake Afton, where she was last seen and where search crews are back out today. Lily.
Well, Chris and Deb, search crews actually left a few hours ago and said they didn't find anything after searching roughly 13 grid areas or 2 square miles. Now, Ian Shelton was last seen here at this vending machine. That's the last verified sighting that investigators have. And earlier today, they brought out drones, boats, more people, in addition to the K9 units and WPD's mounted unit, in hopes of finding Shelton. But now day 5 turns into day 6 as they're still searching.
It's concerning.
5 days, dozens of people searching, and still no sign of 30-year-old Ian Alexander Shelton. He was last seen early Wednesday at Lake Afton. But after that,
No one has seen him.
this picture captured from surveillance video early Wednesday morning shows Shelton using a vending machine at the bait shop. Investigators say it's the last verified sighting they have.
We do have other information and evidence that we have gathered that would support him being here at the lake at some point on the 3rd. We do not know, though, where he goes after that.
Captain Matthew Lynch says the worry grows with each day, as Shelton wasn't wearing warm clothes and may have been going through a mental health crisis.
Every evening that passes and we continue to see these temperatures below 30, it is a concern to us of the survivability of that.
Lynch notes Shelton was with a woman at the lake, but they separated, possibly due to the mental health crisis. On social media, Shelton's mother says she has questions about the woman's involvement with her son's disappearance.
We don't show any other signs right now to think that there was any foul play. I know there's been some speculation on social media about that. However, we are also trying to preserve any evidence or statements that we get in case this does turn into a criminal investigation.
Lynch says he doesn't recall the woman making a call for help, and one thing sticks out.
She did not hear a splash in the water.
On Monday, roughly 60 people scoured the land, about 2 square miles worth of ground covered, and the water itself.
At this point in time, we'll take any clues or evidence we can come up with.
And while people searching did cover those 13 grid areas or a couple of square miles, they also searched adjacent properties and are still urging anyone who lives nearby to check their cameras, any buildings outside, or any area that they think Ian Shelton may have spent a night out, to stay a little bit warmer inside from the cold. And as they progress until tomorrow, it'll focus less on Lake Afton itself and more on the areas surrounding it. But for now, live at Lake Afton, Lily O'Brien, KIC News, on your side.
There you go. Anyway, this guy's been missing. They've been searching for him every day. I've seen some Facebook posts, and the girlfriend was not too nice to this guy's mom. Her phone pinged at Cheney Lake, but then they got him on surveillance at Lake Afton. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Let's see what exactly is going on there. Hopefully they find him and he's okay, but man, it's been a minute. Okay, back to Sherrod Moore, coach from Michigan, from Derby, Kansas. Oops. Here we go.
News out of Ann Arbor, as the University of Michigan has fired Sherrod Moore as its head football coach earlier Wednesday following an investigation into Moore's conduct with a staff member. Following his dismissal, Moore was detained by police in Saline, Michigan, and was later in custody at the Washtenaw County Jail as a suspect in an alleged assault. Police said he remains in custody at this time. We welcome in Dan Wessel, ESPN senior writer and contributor to the College Game Day podcast, based in Michigan. And Dan, there are a number of layers to this story, which you have been reporting throughout the day. Let's work our way backwards with the timeline, which now includes a police report that sheds a bit of light. What do you understand about that timeline, as I say, working our way backwards?
Okay, so Michigan concluded an investigation into Sherrod Moore earlier Wednesday and determined with credible evidence that he had had a inappropriate relationship with a staff member against university policy and his own contract, and he was immediately fired for cause. Soon after that, at about 4:10 p.m., Pittsfield Township Police, just outside Ann Arbor, responded to a call to residents where they were there to investigate an alleged assault. Sherrod Moore had left the place at that time and was later detained, as you said, by the Saline Police Department, which is another town a little bit outside of Ann Arbor, which then brought him back to Pittsfield Township. At 8:40 tonight, or 8:30 tonight, I'm sorry, he was brought to the Washtenaw County Jail, where he is in custody due to the alleged assault, and actual charges will be determined by the Washtenaw County Prosecutor's Office in the next day or so.
All right, so those are the very serious issues related to this storyline, and we will wait for the clarity and the details as they are forthcoming in the coming hours and days. As for the story, as we work our way back to what you mentioned, which is the firing of Sherrone Moore, and I just want to be frank here. I mean, in college football circles, this was not a closely held secret. There was a lot of smoke, a lot of innuendo, but you all aren't in the business of reporting that. So I guess what I'm going to ask as it relates to this dismissal and the investigation is, when was it that Michigan really felt like they might be in the business of needing to find a new head coach?
Well, I think the investigation began, recently. At least this part of the investigation into Sherrone Moore's conduct, and at least over a week ago. And like they said in their statement, you need credible evidence to make a firing, particularly for a situation. It's a very sensitive situation for everyone involved. And so that's when it took time. But I agree, there was a lot of rumors, there was a lot of gossip. It wasn't necessarily a mostly secret. Michigan had their investigation. This is what they came up with in early
Understood.
December.
And again, there are so many layers to this, some legal and some as it just relates to the football program. And just to focus on the football piece of this, you've just had signing day. You've just had this wild cycle that's seen jobs at Penn State and LSU and Florida and on and on and on come open. And now here comes Michigan, which is one of the crown jewels in the sport. And I don't know who will be making the hire. There's a lot of questions regarding that. But just in terms, Dan, of the names that program like Michigan might reasonably expect to be able to lure to Ann Arbor, who might we be looking at?
Yeah, the timing here isn't the best for Michigan. Had they done this, had this situation, this job opened a month ago, they and LSU would have been the prime jobs people have, and probably in a different candidate pool with each one of them. It is a school with enormous resources and potential, a lot of money, biggest stadium in the country, huge fan base, all of that. So it is an attractive job. The names that get thrown out right away, you hear about Kalen DeBoer at Alabama, but I've been told he's very comfortable there. He's got a great recruiting class coming in, alignment portal. He seems pretty happy there. There's a number of other possibilities, whether it's Jed Fish up at Washington or Eli Drinkwitz, Missouri, or who knows really. Any of those types of guys might be in. Or they could go the NFL ranks. The issue for Michigan is a number of high-profile coaches and really desirable coaches just signed new deals either at the school they were at that may prevent all these guys that I just mentioned, or took new jobs. So instead of being the pick of the litter, they're coming in late on the cycle. But this is a very attractive job. I wouldn't be surprised if there was NFL interest in it. Harbaugh kind of proved that you can win big there and set up a system. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting job hunt, but it's not the perfect of timing for the Wolverines.
He joined the Wolverines as an assistant in 2018, served as an interim head coach for 4 games while Jim Harbaugh was suspended in 2023. He was then hired as the team's head coach following its national championship campaign, served a self-imposed 2-game suspension of his own this season, and then on Wednesday, the university fired him for, quote, credible evidence that he was involved in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, close quote. He was detained by police shortly thereafter. We welcome ESPN college football analyst Greg McElroy to the program. And Greg, with the understanding, it's an admittedly difficult pivot from the seriousness of the news to the football piece, but obviously understanding that the football piece is your area of expertise, let's focus on Michigan as a job. Where it is on the top 10 or top 5, wherever you want to put it, lists, doesn't matter to me. It's one of the best. How do you think they should proceed at this time, given the fact that so many folks have now been locked up in other gigs?
Well, I think that's the challenging of the time.
Okay, so there was that. It is crazy. What's going on with our leaders in the schools and churches? I don't know. It's crazy. It seems, yeah, you're right. It seems rampant these days. Well, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, by the way. Check this out. I was going to show something else, but now I'm going to show this because I like Law and Order. I like Jesse. I like how he handles stuff. So, update. This is an update on Jesse Butler. Check this out. So all the news media and everything that we got the attention on Jesse Butler might have worked. Let's go.
Brutally assaulting 2 girls, he got to walk free. But we have a new development that may change his future. Could he wind up in prison? Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. By the way, real quick, it's the holiday season. Got to talk about this. If you're looking for a deal on maybe the perfect food ever, we got an update that we got to talk about. He was charged with 11 counts. We're talking rape, attempted forced oral sodomy, sexual battery, strangulation, and there were more. And this came after 2 former girlfriends. They came forward about the abuse that they suffered. He was charged as an adult initially. By the way, this is a sampling of the accounts as they were laid out in affidavits.
So, as you know, I'm not an attorney, so I like Jesse's an attorney. He also brings an attorney on. So it's just easier to let him tell you what's going on because, again, they're lawyers.
About this baseball player. LS reported she yelled and told him no repeatedly and tried to push him off of her, but was unable to overpower him. LS reported Butler told her he was sorry for what he had to do, but he had to do it. Or how about this? LS told Butler she needed to get home, but Butler pulled her on top of him and told her, "You're not going until I'm finished." Then there's this. KS explained she learned what to do and not to do to avoid being hurt by Butler. According to KS, Butler would pin her down and she was physically unable to get him off of her. KS stated this would often lead her to hyperventilate, which Butler thought was funny. And we also played you body cam footage of when he was arrested and his mom watched on.
Yeah, and I actually have a copy of the warrant, so I'll give that to you.
I'll just take the ID with me, and that way I'll give it to the detention staff.
Yeah, I can get it out. A little shaky.
Here, thanks, man.
24 Central. 10:15.
So my attorney told the police
Oh, my bad.
that we would bring him in. Did you not get that message?
I did, and I called back, and I never got a call back from him.
When did you call him? He's called you several times too, he said.
I've only had one voicemail from him, and I called him back after that. Sorry, I'm trying to get you a copy of this warrant. And I haven't received anything from him, so other than that one phone call. And that was several months ago, probably like.
You didn't tell him you were doing this today.
Probably the attorney?
Yeah.
No, there would be no reason for me to tell him.
But he left you several messages about Jesse.
He left me one message, and I returned his call, and he didn't call me back. So that I took that generally. I don't want my client to talk to you. So when I return the message and then it's not, he doesn't make any effort to call me back. That's kind of what I have to go with.
Okay.
Oh, this is just a copy, but you can have that.
Okay.
So it has the check and the bond and the case on there.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
This is what got the community's blood boiling. He enters a no contest plea over the summer to the charges. But then there is this sudden reversal in court, which meant that the now 18-year-old wouldn't face nearly 80 years in prison, like everyone thought, which was a possibility. Instead, the judge gave him youthful offender status, switching his punishment from jail time to probation and mandatory therapy. Now, Butler's exact treatment plan, it's sealed in the court records, but USA Today reports that the DA's office released this statement where it says the youthful offender sentence imposed against Jesse Butler requires him to complete his rehabilitation plan successfully, including an aggressive schedule of therapy with a specialist in sex offender treatment. And should he fail, he faces reclassification as an adult and a sentence of 10 years in prison. Now, I mentioned that there is this recent hearing, right, where he comes into court and he's heckled by a protester. The reporting indicates that in that hearing, it was determined he is complying with the terms of the youthful offender deal. This is all shocking, by the way. It's shocking. The change in punishment, it sent shockwaves throughout the community. It had devastated the two girls who.
Hey, Journey, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. I didn't want you to be sitting there, but I know you're interested in this, and this is something that dropped tonight. And I like Law and Crime. I like to watch them. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that's why I texted you earlier this morning. I said I heard the story.
Yeah, this just released a couple hours ago, though. But yeah, you did message me. I was gonna say, when I was looking today, I noticed that twice Jesse Butler was not doing things right. He didn't show up to 2 meetings, and they still let him go. So, and the attorney said this is what money buys. He missed 2 meetings. One of them, he said that he couldn't see, his eyes hurt, and the other one he forgot about. He didn't get any type of backlash for not attending them 2 probation hearings. So, what do they think he's going? Do they really think he's going to abide by all this?
No, we know he's not. He's not. We know he wasn't. He had to be kept an eye on, and if he doesn't show up, what did they say? What did they say? If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're going to go to prison for 10 years.
But he didn't show up to 2 of them.
Right. So if you let him go and then you let him go again, and this is what they know about, I don't know what else he's been doing. They ain't got caught. You keep letting it slide. It's just a joke. He's laughing.
Yeah. Not only that, they issued a warrant for his arrest in January, and it took them 47 days to arrest him. Listen, you know as well as I do. You get an arrest warrant, they're coming the next day, maybe that night.
And it's not like they didn't know where he lived.
Right. Now, I had just caught this, and we've watched a lot of things, but this is the first time I really noticed the mom saying, well, did you talk to his attorney? Well, no, I didn't talk to his attorney. Why would the police talk to his attorney? It's kind of crazy that she was asking that. Okay, we're going to play this and then we'll talk about it some more.
Yeah, because she was just fishing. That's what she was doing, fishing.
No, she was basically saying that the police needed to talk to his attorney and not arrest him. Well, that's not how things work, lady.
Oh, yeah. Well, she thinks it's the way it works because where she works. She thinks she's the law.
Right. And money buys a lot of things. Like I said, they issued the arrest warrant for Jesse Butler in January, but it took them 47 days to arrest him.
Well, it's got to be questioned, isn't it? It's got to be questioned. Why is this happening? I mean, who else has that happened to? I mean, somebody else could be in danger by that time, you know?
Right.
Or dead.
Yeah, like Hawkeye said, they're all connected just like the Panhandle. Yeah. Listen, Oklahoma is not the only place that has corrupt, okay? But I will say this. It seems like to me, Oklahoma has a lot more corrupt than a lot of other states. Yes, there's corrupt everywhere. But Oklahoma seems to be running rapid with the corrupt.
Yeah. Seems like it right now. You're right there in the headlines.
Yeah, so much. There's so much. Okay, let's play this. And he's going to have an attorney on here. Like I said, I'm not an attorney, so I like to hear attorney's point of view. But they're talking about Marsy's Law. Here we go. So this might be something, Marsy's Law, this might be something that they have to redo Jesse Butler's sentencing. So let's see.
Who had gone to school officials to report what Butler had done to them. A mother of one of the victims told the outlet, Tulsa World, that the families were completely against youthful offender status from the very beginning, said that it was their understanding that the prosecutor trying this case wouldn't accept a deal like that. There have been calls for the judge who approved Butler's deal, Special Judge Susan Worthington, to be reprimanded or removed for signing off on this. One of the victim's parents, so KS's parents, sat down for an interview with ABC's Good Morning America. The mother saying, community service and counseling doesn't equate to what he did to her. Her father saying, I'm just hoping that his name will be out there, that somebody will know that he's capable of this, and just anything we can do to prevent other harm. And the family attorney, Rachel Bussett, told Nightline, I think there should have been a period of incarceration, and I think there should have been an admission of guilt of what he did. Now, why am I saying all this? Because it brings me to a new development. there is apparently a legal push, and we'll see if it'll be successful, a legal push to change all of this, essentially, to maybe change the future of Jesse Butler. Ms. Bussett, this attorney, filed a very important piece of paperwork with the court on behalf of KS and her parents. So I want to do all this. I want to go through this document piece by piece, and I want to bring on Rena Paul, former federal prosecutor, going to explain all of this to us. Thank you so much for taking the time. First, before we even get into this, because you and I haven't really talked about this case, is it unusual to you that somebody who is facing these charges and pled no contest, have you ever seen a situation where this is their sentence? They're reclassified and they get probation status considering what he did to these two girls. I mean, have you ever seen anything like this in your experience?
From what I understand from the news reports, what happened here is that this is a youthful offender question, right? So in this case, the question is for the prosecutor in the first instance to determine whether or not they want to charge this now adult who was an underaged, under 18. I think he was 16 and 17 at the time of the alleged incidents. And the question for them on the first blush is, are they going to charge him as an adult? In Oklahoma, it seems, once that happens, then there's a second question of whether the judge is going to accept a motion from the defense about whether the judge will then treat it as a youthful offender treatment or not. So, I mean, yes, this is a statute that is used, and this is one of those cases where it begs the question, how serious does the crime have to be for it to have a discretionary look under the youthful offender statutes?
Sure. What would be a rational, reasonable explanation for why this should be the punishment? I mean, I'll talk about it in a little bit because they cite it, but minors who commit murder are sometimes, and a lot of times, charged as adults. This was a brutal attack on two girls.
Yeah, I mean, so if the question is, should this warrant non-youthful offender treatment, I think there's a lot to get into, to talk about. I mean, I think this also begs the question of what a sexual assault case entails for a person who is making a report, what it means for them to go to trial, how those decisions are taken into account by prosecutors to put somebody on the stand who is, in this case, two women on the stand or young girls on the stand, what that means. And plea decisions are made with those considerations in mind in sexual assault cases. And yeah, I think we could have a long discussion about what the difference is between how murder cases are viewed and how sexual assault cases are viewed and why those decisions get made.
So let's keep that in mind as we go through this, because this is essentially the argument from this motion, okay? This filing from the attorney who represents one of the victim's family members. Essentially, the argument is that KS's rights were violated and that under the law, there should be a new hearing scheduled, and hopefully, this is according to them, hopefully Butler's youthful offender plan would be modified. It says, quote, "The victim received no meaningful or timely notice or consultation regarding the state's agreement on Butler's certification as a youthful offender. The defendant's conduct was not a single youthful indiscretion, but a pattern of escalating violence over approximately 11 separate incidents during a 7 to 8 month period. The state's entry into a plea agreement without meaningful victim consultation violated Marsy's law, depriving KS of her rights to reasonable notice, to confer with prosecutors, to be heard at critical stages, and to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect. Butler took no responsibility for his conduct, did not acknowledge or admit to what he did, and ultimately pled no contest to all charges, including the violation of the protective order, and was not sentenced to incarceration. The victim was not meaningfully notified of ongoing plea negotiations and was unaware of the no contest plea and its terms of non-custodial disposition until immediately before going into court, and was subsequently accepted by the court on August 25th, 2025. The victim now moves this court to enforce Marsy's law and set aside the plea agreement and reset this matter as an adult prosecution, or alternatively, if the court determines that it should remain a youthful offender, to require the defendant to allocate." Okay, lot there, Rena. First, let's start here. What exactly is Marsy's law, and what are the legal and maybe moral responsibilities of a prosecutor in communicating with a victim or a victim's family during the criminal process?
So Marsy's Law was a national movement, I guess, that aims to ensure that victims of crime have constitutional rights in the system. And Oklahoma passed their version of this in 2018, and it gives rights to crime victims. Some of the rights we're talking about: timely notice of hearings, the right to be present at proceedings, some proceedings, key stages, the right to confer with prosecutors. And, there's a list, and depending on the state and the way that the law is interpreted in that state. So it does most basically, it gives rights for crime victims to be heard and be present during the process.
And let me be clear, this is probably going to be a factual dispute because I'll get into what the DA's office says. But assuming, for argument's sake, that they weren't properly notified, even though the DA's office will probably say, assuming they weren't notified, they didn't know what was going on, is that an egregious violation where there could be a change in what happens to Jesse Butler? And we'll get into a little bit more of the specifics in this motion. But generally speaking, have you ever seen a situation where there is allegedly an egregious violation of their rights, they're not informed, and there's actually a change in the disposition of what happens to a criminal defendant?
Yeah, well, I want to back up just to talk about something fundamental that is worth talking about when you talk about rights, right? So when someone comes to me and says that they are considering what they want to do after being assaulted, and they're talking about the criminal system, one of the first things to understand is that in the criminal system, when you make a report, you are a witness, right? You are not any longer in charge of what happens to that case. You are a witness. And that means that that's because the prosecutor has the responsibility not to victims or to defendants, but to both. And that is the way our system works. And as somebody who does represent, has been a prosecutor and does represent people who have been victims of such crimes, I mean, that's a really serious question for someone to consider when they walk into the system.
Okay.
So talking about that, when you think about that from that perspective, the prosecutor ultimately makes a decision. It really isn't for the victim to decide anymore. The rights of the victim are about notice and about what they are, the window that they're given into the case, but it's not that they are given all windows into the case or decision-making power. So that's an important piece to understand too.
They can't decide whether or not a deal should be given or accepted or something. Okay. But if their rights were violated, okay, for argument's sake, can it be, I'll tell you what, let's hold that, whether or not, because I'll go through it, about whether or not their rights were violated in such a way that there could be a significant change, a new hearing, something happens with Jesse Butler. Let me go through this. So first they talk about enforcement of Article 2, Section 34, Oklahoma Constitution, Marsy's Law. Pursuant to the Oklahoma Constitution, the rights of a victim shall be protected by law in a manner no less rigorous than the rights afforded to the accused. It says this section delineates and mandates that a victim has absolute rights to be informed prior to any negotiations, plea agreements, and hearings in advance of any plea negotiations and hearings. There's a provision that also requires the state's attorney to confer with the victim prior to a final disposition occurs to any plea agreements or proposed pleas. If these rights are violated, the constitutional protections and safeguards under Marsy's Law specifically allow or expressly authorize the victims to have standing and to assert and enforce these rights. The victim's constitutional rights were violated in every provision outlined and delineated in the preceding paragraph because there was not any degree of notice as to the modified certification regarding the youthful offender status, nor a nolo contender plea and dismissal of multiple charges or counts. Although the defendant committed numerous heinous crimes causing great bodily harm that was nearly fatal, the victim was not given meaningful notice of the plea negotiations or an ample opportunity to talk with the prosecutor about the deal before it was locked in or made behind closed doors, and not fully heard nor interviewed as required before the judge approved the sentence, which are all constitutional or Marcy Law violations. Rena, is that accurate?
I'll tell you what I stick on because I'm a lawyer and lawyers stick on words, right? So I listened to the words meaningful, ample, and fully in there. A meaningful opportunity, ample time, fully. I don't remember what that modified, but here's the question. The question is, that's going to be what it comes down to. I think the answer is there. I'll give you a lawyer's answer too. It could change the course of it, right? So then the question, the considerations of that are going to be about what does it mean that it was meaningful? How meaningful was the opportunity for them to weigh in? And what would the prosecutor say about that? Were they informed? What does that mean? It may not feel, and I don't know specifically, of course, in this case, just generally speaking, does it feel, the questions you ask are, does it, even if it doesn't feel meaningful for the victim, was it meaningful under the law? Did they have the opportunity under the law? And that is really a question of the way that prosecutors interact with crime victims, which is kind of the genesis of this whole law to begin with. But different prosecutors do things differently, and the way that they notify, when they do, how trauma informed it is, how trained they are in those kind of practices. Those are the things that you think about when you want to ask the question of what was done here and whether it's going to make an impact to the bottom line of this case. But certainly from this motion, you can tell, at least from the perspective of the victim's attorney, that it made an impact to her.
Let's keep going. It says the only notice or consideration that was given to the victim consisted of approximately 10 minutes prior to the plea bargain agreement, and she was never given an opportunity to be interviewed or supplement the pre-sentence investigation report with her victim's impact statement, nor was she afforded an opportunity to be privy to any other information outside of forensics prior to the closed or private agreement, which goes directly against the policy that is aimed to promote and protect the victim's rights. The victim was also misled on the court's role in prohibiting this from moving forward as an adult charge. The DA has the sole authority to decide whether to file the charge as an adult. Furthermore, the plea agreement was directly contrary to the victim's consent. The victim vehemently disagreed and objected to the plea agreement and the correlating leniency or mitigation as part and parcel of the youthful offender status, which allowed the defendant to avoid time in custody. So, Rena, again, you see this new, this additional set of allegations about, how much time they were given, being part of the pre-sentencing report. Your take?
Let's talk about just the process of what generally happens, to talk about how this motion is saying that they deviated from the process. So typically what happens is, once the plea is taken, there's a pre-sentence report that is made by the probation department, and the victims have a right to weigh in at that time, and weigh in the form of oral testimony or written statement or something, so that the probation department or whoever is writing up that report can have their take on what they think, and then present that to the judge, who can consider it. So when they are referencing in this motion, supplementing the pre-sentence report with their statement, it's unclear to me from reading that whether or not they did do that already or not, or it was that they wished to supplement it further than they had on the initial go around with it, if that makes sense. So that's one piece of it. And then as far as them being privy to information about the way that these decisions are made, certainly, as I said before, it is not, there's a difference between notice and taking into account what the victim would want, and the bringing them inside of the decision making as the prosecutor, which is not typically what happens. Certainly, most prosecutors will ask for the take of the victim, will want to know what they want and understand where they're coming from. But that doesn't mean that they're going to do what they want.
Well, this is what they're hoping for. It says, quote, as a result of these direct violations, the movement is requesting that the defendant's plea or final disposition through sentencing be vacated. Alternatively, the victim seeks formal recognition that her rights were violated during the plea and sentencing process, a new fully compliant hearing at which she may be genuinely heard, and such modification of conditions and terms as the court, in its discretion and within statutory bounds, deems necessary to restore fairness, protect public safety, and to give effect and compliance to the victim's constitutional and statutory rights as required. So, Rena, if I'm understanding, and this is, by the way, part one, we'll get into part two. They're saying, okay, can you resentence, like throw the sentence out? Let's have a hearing where I can properly be heard. Or can you modify his parole, his probation conditions in a way? Are any of those realistic possibilities, whether you've seen it in this state or other states?
I think anything's possible, right? This is a constitutional right. So the question is, if who's going to make this decision, which is the district court, and how egregious was this, and what are the conditions? So the first question that's going to be answered is, were the rights violated? And that goes back to the nuance of what the rights are, which are pretty broadly stated in the Marsy's law, and how they were done here, or complied with here. And then the second is, okay, if it's true that they were violated in any way, what's the remedy? And it sounds like that would be in the discretion of the court that's deciding it, and whether they would send it back to redo, whether it would be vacated completely. I think that would be up to the court who's they're filing this motion to, and certainly anything's possible when it comes to violating a right like that.
Let's move to a similar argument. That she's entitled to relief or enforcement through the Oklahoma Victims' Rights Act. It says these statutory requirements also mandate compliance of victims' rights and duty to be informed and provided with adequate notice and an opportunity to be heard. Similarly, the Oklahoma statutory provisions guarantee the victim's right to notice, consultation, and participation, and imposes corresponding duties on prosecutors. And she makes the argument that there's nothing under this statute that prevents a court from, quote, reconsidering its acceptance of a plea agreement before final judgment or sentencing, or vacating or modifying an unexecuted sentence in order to remedy ongoing violations and to afford the victim a meaningful opportunity to exercise her rights. So 2 questions I have here, Rena. One, why also include this section? And B, does this also provide a realistic avenue for there to be a change in Jesse Butler's status?
Yeah, well, I don't practice in Oklahoma, so I'm learning about Oklahoma from reports. But I'll tell you, it seems that there's another statute that predated the Marsy's law in Oklahoma specifically. So there's federal statutes and state statutes, and the state statute seems like it existed prior to also the Marsy's law. It seems like it overlaps a lot of the same considerations of the Marsy's law. So it has a lot of the same things to say about what victims can do, and when they to enforce your rights, you file a motion like this, you ask the court to do something about it. So it would be the same deal as the Marsy's law violations. And they would use it because they would use any law that would,
right.
If a good lawyer would use any law that's possibly relevant to make this motion, right? So I would imagine that they're both in here.
I want to go to this argument. I thought it was interesting that reverse certification isn't allowed, right, to go from an adult to a minor when you're dealing with a rape one charge or attempted rape one. So they say Jesse Butler was 16 and 17 when he committed the acts against the victims LS and KS. Under the law, he may be charged as an adult or a youthful offender. This section mirrors the language, and this is in a different statute, which does not allow reverse certification for a murder one charge by a 15, 17-year-old. So they're comparing it to that. This is colloquially referred to among prosecutors and defense attorneys as the straight to jail provision of the law. Had the DA maintained the prosecution under this statute as she originally filed it and as the victims wanted, Butler would more likely than not have gone to prison or at least had a record as a convicted sex offender upon the entry of a plea of conviction. Instead, the victims were led to believe that this was not a possibility and that the court held all the power. The district attorney retains sole decision-making authority on how to charge and either misunderstood or misled the victim on the court's authority to reverse certify Butler as a youthful offender. The DA charged him as an adult and retained that discretion to keep the charge. KS and family were led to believe that was outside the DA's control and within the control of the court when that is an incorrect application of the law. This violates the victim's rights. So this is a big part. They're basically saying this is not allowed, can't do this reverse certification, but also the DA either doesn't know the law or they misled us on what should happen here. They told us what the court can do or what they can do. This is a big allegation here.
Yeah, the one thing that I did not see in the news reporting clearly was what the prosecutor's decision was after the court decided to proceed as a youthful offender, whether that was a plea agreement that they consented to or whether or not it was over their objection. And that was not clear. Maybe that's what's being referenced in this motion. It was not clear to me from the news reporting. But yeah, this would be about the necessity for prosecutors to communicate effectively and clearly to crime victims. And it's very challenging to be in that position because you have a heightened emotion, a very sensitive issue. And you are not, as I said before, you are not the representative for the victim. You are the representative for the state. And that puts you in a different position. And you are also dealing with a person who is a witness, right? Now, just taking it out of sentencing, just more broadly as just a talking point that's interesting, is that when you think about that as a prosecutor, when you're speaking to a victim, you don't want to say something that may impact the way that they would testify should they ever end up on the stand. You want them to preserve their own experience, and you don't want to put anything into their mind that may change, or impact the way that they relate to it, right? So when you're speaking, you have this kind of function as a prosecutor that makes those communications tough. And, I hear it from this motion that at least through the attorney for them, that they were not feeling that they understood. And yeah, I mean, that's difficult.
Yeah, and they go into, again, under this provision, how their rights were violated during the sentencing process and the plea process. And it goes back to this question of what's the relief. It says, quote, a corrective hearing in which the victim, through counsel, is fully heard regarding the plea, the youthful offender disposition, public safety, and the impact of defenses is necessary to restore integrity to the process and to give effect to Marsy's law requirements in this case. We believe the corrective action is required under both constitutional and statutory provisions, which would require a hearing based on a complete record that includes the victim's input, interview, and consideration. At that time, the court may consider modification of existing conditions or the imposition of additional supervision requirements, no contact orders, unsealing the victim's protection order, ordering a permanent victim's protective order, and other safety-related terms that are consistent with the youthful offender statutory framework and the interest of justice. Set this matter for a new sentencing hearing to allow the victim to be fully heard, informed, briefed, and conferred with through the attorney for the state. Rena, this can't be ignored. What do you think the court is going to do here? Because I will do this much. Let's just end on this point. The district attorney's office told ABC News that they did, in fact, consult the victims' families throughout the process, warn them that this could happen. In fact, in a statement to ABC News, Payne District Attorney Laura Alston Thomas defended the actions of the office, saying the three young people involved were all 16 years old at the time of the alleged crimes. Each of the allegations was reported to have occurred during consecutive dating relationships, and none of the allegations was reported until after the relationships had both ended. These circumstances do not justify criminal behavior or minimize victim trauma, but they do impact the evidence available for a prosecution, and they also impact potential defenses. We discussed these factors at length on multiple occasions with each family, including advising them from the beginning that this matter would likely end up as a youthful offender prosecution and could even end up in juvenile court. You're seeing two different narratives here. Rena, let's talk about what we can expect. Is a hearing going to be set up where you have their arguments and you have the DA's arguments about who was consulted, were their rights violated? Is that going to happen? And that could necessarily determine what happens next to Jesse Butler?
I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but I don't think that if I had to give my best guess, no, I don't think that such an extensive hearing is going to happen. The question about remedy is one of what was the violation. The remedy isn't about undoing prosecution or the decision making. The remedy is about the violation of the victim's rights. So what would remedy those rights? And just kind of colloquially, I don't think that necessarily taking apart the entire decision-making process publicly is going to be something that would be a court was going to decide as the remedy for that violation. But whether there would be some sort of scrutiny or some sort of look at it is a different question. I mean, I think it depends on how egregious it is. But listening to what you said about the DA, which I had not read, that's a different question. And that's really at the heart of where we started about the difference between a homicide prosecution and a sexual misconduct prosecution or assault. And it gets down to the references there about, dating violence, consensual relationships that lead to behavior that is assaultive. And what are we as a society, as a media, as the justice system able to do with cases like that? I mean, we all just went through and lived through watching the Diddy case happen on TV and the coercive aspects of that being talked about in the media in every which way. So that's really the question that I think this case begs, is about What do we do with sexual assault cases, especially teen sexual assault cases, and how do we look at those? And why in at least under the state statutes, it seems like in Oklahoma, murder is different than that, because in the state statute in Oklahoma, it seems like murder is just plainly as an adult, but a violent sexual assault is a discretionary call. So beyond this case, I think that's a question that this case begs.
That's a very fair breakdown, a very fair assessment of what we can expect. For anybody who's following this and anybody who just maybe watched till the end of the video to get the main conclusion, for those who are saying, okay, Rena, Jesse, tell us, is Jesse Mac Butler going to prison? Your answer would be?
Even if we evaluate, even if what you're suggesting, the hearing was evaluated, as I said, I don't think that the remedy for this violation, if it was a violation, is going to be a change in what the outcome is.
Rena Paul, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So there was that. Also, the DA did speak out. The DA spoke out, and let's see here. Released a statement. Ernie, what you doing?
I just had to go upstairs and find an egg.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for the egg. I'm looking for the egg.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna mute you while I read this statement.
Yeah, I'll mute myself.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So hold on. Hold on. I added the wrong thing. Okay. So at 3 today, Payne County, Oklahoma, the Payne County District Attorney is speaking out for the first time regarding the handling of the case that has sparked outrage from the public. Jesse Butler, who is now 18, recently pleaded no contest to 11 counts against him. The counts included first-degree rape, strangulation, and a violation of a protective order. The incidents occurred before Jesse Butler turned 18, leading to the change in his legal status. Butler was initially charged as an adult in March, but court documents showed that his status was downgraded to youthful offender. During the incidents, Butler was enrolled in Stillwater Public Schools, and court documents include victim impact statements. This is the DA speaking. I've had to explain bruises, explain silence, explain why I started isolating from people who love me, one victim said. You didn't just strangle me with your hands, you strangled my voice, my joy, my ability to feel safe in my own body. The same victim also said Butler threatened to kill her if she ever disclosed actions. Payne County District Attorney Laura Austin Thomas released a statement about the handling of this case. The charges in this matter, alleged conduct by a 16-year-old male directed at similarly aged young women. Thomas said in the statement, most crimes committed by persons under 18 must be filed in juvenile court, where proceedings are confidential and have no potential for incarceration in the adult system. Thomas added that in Butler's case, the sentence imposed requires him to complete his rehabilitation plan successfully, including an aggressive schedule of therapy with a specialist in sex offender treatment. If Butler fails, Thomas says he faces reclassification as an adult and a sentence of 10 years in prison. Still, that's not 78 years. Years of experience tells us that juries often struggle with convicting defendants based upon delayed reports of sexual assault between people in ongoing consensual dating relationships, and the trial process can be very traumatic for victims, Thomas said in the statement. Nonetheless, after consultation with the victims and their families, we chose to file this matter and to file it in an adult court rather than juvenile court in order to bring the serious behavior at issue into the public eye, and in hopes of avoiding a later reclassification of the case to juvenile status. Thomas said her office explained to victims and their families that a youthful offender status was the most likely outcome, particularly because the 2 counts of attempted rape were the only alleged crimes among the 11 charged that even qualified the case for filing in an adult court. And additionally, because existing law strongly favors providing offenders under 18 an opportunity for rehabilitation. The ultimate resolution of the case, reached without either victim having to testify or face cross-examination in a contested proceeding, included the accused agreeing not to challenge any of the allegations and to be sentenced to the outcome described above, including the potential for imprisonment in the penitentiary, Thomas said. Thomas said her office, oops, that skipped right back down to it. And that was the end of it. So there you go. There was that. And since we've been following just in the nick of crime, we're gonna show his Facebook also. Okay. All right. Because he posted some stuff today too. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, but you know what? The word is getting out, and what we're doing, sharing, is doing something, because now they're pushing towards this. And I'd like to know what made him want to file this motion. Do you know the answer?
Made who want to file what motion? You mean the female attorney that's representing the victim?
Yeah, to file a new motion, whatever it is.
I think she was working on it anyway, trying to figure out some way, and she found out with Marcy's Law, and found a way that she could file this motion. You can't just file a motion; you have to have a reason.
No, yeah. So you know what? They were working on it and working on it, and I'm glad they kept on working on it and not gave up. You know?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And we're not going to give up. I mean, this is big. Do I think that they're going to change it? I really don't think they'll change it. I would like to think they would, but I don't think they will change it.
Oh, Black Opal, Murphy's my dog. He's my little Shih Tzu, Murphy. And that channel with the Murphy traveling, that's my new channel. That's my new channel name. That when we go in the minibus, we're on our travels. So that's why I changed the name. Okay.
Okay. So let's listen to Justin here real quick. I have not watched this. It's only a minute. Let's see what he's got to say.
A 3-year-old little boy is fighting to recover because a grown-ass man decided that
Whoa. That is not what we wanted.
parking spot was worth. A 3-year-old little boy is fighting to recover
What's going on
bullets.
here?
In
What?
Charlotte, North Carolina, investigators say that
No, that's not what I wanted. I want this one. I don't know why every time I try to do something, it just jumps around like it's got a problem here. Okay.
All right, everybody, I have some major updates in the Jesse Mack Butler case. And as far as I know, nobody else has all this information yet. So tonight I received 3 huge documents. The official court transcript from Jesse's most recent review hearing, the 20-page verified motion to enforce victims' constitutional rights, which was filed by the victim's attorney, and a brand new, this one's big, grand jury petition that was filed today in Payne County targeting multiple judges, officials, and agencies. Now, the victim's motion lays out in detail how her constitutional rights were violated at almost every single stage of this case, from hearings that she was never notified about, to a plea deal that was negotiated behind closed doors, to being given less than 10 minutes notice before the plea was entered, giving her basically no time to prepare and having her objections totally ignored. The transcript backs that up. It shows a courtroom laser focused on Jesse's progress, his check-ins, his education, his future, with almost zero meaningful discussion about the girls he hurt or their safety. And now there's this grand jury petition. It calls for an investigation into the systemic corruption in Payne County. That includes judges, the DA's office, child welfare officials, and others who, according to the filing, failed to protect children and obstructed justice. Oh, and by the way, one of the DAs is out on bond for a possession of CSAM. We're going to circle back to that in a different video. But this is a lot of information. It's unfolding fast. And again, nobody else has all of this at once right now. I will get every document posted as soon as I can. And I will be absolutely going live to go through all of this with you guys, probably on YT tomorrow. So stay tuned. Make sure to share and follow and be ready, because this is going to open the floodgates. Lastly, if you have not already signed the petition to end easy plea deals for child predators, it's linked in my bio. Please take 2 seconds and go sign it. All right, everybody, I have some major updates.
Gosh. He'll probably do something on YouTube soon if he hasn't already.
Right. Oh, he's going to do it tomorrow night.
Oh, he's going to do it tomorrow night. Oh, okay. We got to wait till then. Okay.
So maybe we'll go live, because he did say that we can share his lives on our channel. So maybe we'll go. Oh, I don't know. I got to run and do something right as soon as Rick gets off of work, but I'll do it when I get home. So let's see here. Holy cannoli. Oh, Black Opal says, oh, oopsie. I thought maybe you may have organized the male mannequin for your front seat and you named him Murphy.
No, I ain't got that far. I ain't got no room for the mannequin yet. I haven't. I got my cooler on the front, my freezer, camping freezer.
You might think about that, because there's a lot of places. Colorado don't do it, and most of the time they do it in California, but you have to use the carpool lane. You have to have 2 people in the car, so you might need a mannequin.
I'll have to get my blow up dolly and blow it up. Hold on a minute on the side of the road. I'm just blowing up my doll.
Jerry Berry says, side note, meeting back up with my daughter, Christmas shopping. She wouldn't let me go into Victoria's Secret. Her soldier is coming home for Christmas in 9 days. Congratulations.
He's coming home for Christmas. Coming home for Christmas. Love that song.
So Jane will be watching this. Jane from the UK. Her son is in the military, and he will not be home for Christmas. So her and her significant other, I don't know if it's her husband or not, but they went to get the grandkids to bring them back to the UK for Christmas. So sounds like she's going to have a good Christmas, but her son won't be able to make it. But he's going to come sometime in January. So there you go.
Oh, well, that's good news for you.
Well, for Jane. Yeah, for Jane, for sure.
Yeah, for Jane. Yeah.
There's so many people, we talk about this a lot. So many people that it's really hard during the holidays. And, some of our family here, they don't have anybody. So we are what they have. And when I say they don't have anybody, I shouldn't have said it that way. They don't have biological family members to hang out with. So they come and hang out with us. So
yeah, they got the Rock family.
Yes, Christmas Eve and Christmas, I imagine that we will go live for that reason and try to go more. I know this is definitely hard times. Listen, my father worked at Beach Aircraft 41 years, almost 42. And on Christmas Eve, his back was hurting. And we took him to the emergency room. And I had some friends that was, caroling at the hospital. So I was out with them caroling. And they announced over the loudspeaker that I needed to come back down to the emergency room. Well, I just thought my dad had a backache. Well, no, he had small cell carcinoma in his lung. And they admitted him into the hospital immediately. By that night, he was grabbing his head. He thought he was a race car driver. It was crazy. And unfortunately, my dad never made it back out of the hospital. He ended up dying January 6th. And it was just sad. So I have not put up a Christmas tree since 2004 when my father did die. And Christmas is hard for me too. I don't wrap gifts. I just can't. And I know I should, but I can't get over it. So I get it. I'm one of them people that has a really hard time
Yeah.
Christmas. Yes, we are all family. We are. I've written a couple songs. Also, maybe Saturday. I got to look and see what all we got going Saturday. But if you want a song made, I'm going to do a live. You come in, you can come up and talk to me, and I'll make you a song just for you. So, oh, yes, Deb's got something to say. I don't know if she wants to come up here and say it or if she wants me to just read it. I'm assuming she wants me to just read it, but I'm going to drop the link just in case she does want to come up. But
come on, Jane. Deb. Come on up and
yes, she's more than welcome to come up and talk about
let's have a chit chat.
So Deb says she had messaged me right before the live and said, "Hey, I got some stuff I want to announce in your live," and I said, "Okay." So I got something to say. I have been looking for someone to finish my research or someone important to look at what I found. Is she going to come up? So I'm going to go ahead and read Nona's thing while we're waiting for Deb. If she wants to come up or if she types it in here, I will read it. Nona says, lost my sister in love yesterday after a 3-year battle with bile duct cancer. So sad for my brother, her daughter, and son-in-law, and her 1-year-old granddaughter. So very sad. Yes, very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I believe her name was Karen with a C.
Wow.
Prayers for you and your family, and rest in peace, Karen. Long, hard battle that is, listen, cancer is a bugger. My dad died of cancer. It's rough. Sherry Berry says, oh, rock, hugs, sweets. I could only imagine the stories he had. My pops passed away, New York, 2013. I get it. Yeah, it's rough.
Well, my dad died in May. I didn't even know two weeks after when he died, when they finally told me, oh, your dad died 2 weeks ago. And he got buried, cremated on his birthday. I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know,
When that happened with my dad, like I said, listen, I put lights all over my house. Like I went all out for Christmas. I don't even put lights up anymore. Like I said, it's really hard. And that particular year, even my kids, nobody wanted to open their Christmas presents. It was July before we even opened our Christmas presents. It was just so bad. So sad. And it was Nona's loss. Like Opal, it was Nona. So yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah, so sad. Condolences to you, Paul.
But back to Deb, I don't see her coming up. So she's been doing some research on Buddy Leach and different things in the Panhandle. So, and she's reached out to, I believe, the president. Let me see what she said because I don't want to misspeak. Okay. She said at 7:17 sent me a message. I got an announcement to say on your live that might make some people in Oklahoma pay attention. She found someone very important to look at her research.
Oh, good.
The president in Washington, D.C. So
really?
Yeah, that's what she says.
Oh my God, that's great.
I know it will make a lot of people nervous, but I did find someone important, and my research is on Kansas mom's case in Guyman, Oklahoma. And she's been doing a lot of digging. So you'll keep us updated on it, Deb. I know you work hard on it, and sometimes you go down some paths it's like, oh my gosh. But I know that's what you like to do is research. And I think it's great that somebody's actually looking at what you're researching.
Yeah, that is good news. It don't make me nervous, but I mean, that's good news.
Mama Lost Rhonda, did you change your name? Deb, are you lost? I'm undercover. So main research was James Boring and Leach and everyone connected to Kansas mom's case. Well, don't leave out Kevin McIntyre. Okay. Absolutely. Oh, this is actually Christopher undercover. Okay.
Okay.
So, again, it looks like Buddy Leach was in 2019 appointed by the governor of Oklahoma. Okay, he's the DA in 4 counties down there. The main counties, you have to go and ask for their ballot. Okay. I have not found anything yet that said that he ran in 2022, but they could have that say in Texas County. So when I go, I'm going to try to get that. If not, DAs in Oklahoma have to be elected. Even though he was appointed by the governor in 2019, he would have still had to run for that office at the next election, which was 2022. It looks like he did run, but nobody ran against him. So I want to see the actual ballot that had his name on it, because I don't think they do things right there. So, crime scene photos, guys. Listen, I got something. I'm going to show you guys this. Let me, oh my gosh, just because I just don't give a rat's ass anymore. Let me find it. Let me see here, because I was messing around with Nighthawk the other night, and we was making some songs, and I sent her this, and I'm going to play it here. So I'm going to send it to myself. I'm glad you brought that up, because even though he deleted it from his channel, I still got it. Let me find it here. As a matter of fact, let me just go this way, because I sent it to Nighthawks. I can just pull it that way real quick. Okay.
Ooh, really dubs.
Okay, you ready? I'm just going to mute me and you while I play this.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
No, that's Mama Lost Rhonda. She is not lost. She's not lost. She was pulling your leg, Deb. She was joking around. Okay, here we go. I can't mute myself, so here we go. Oops.
People came out here to look for a couple of women who they thought were missing. And for one reason or another, probably because they didn't really feel like they could, law enforcement didn't communicate to them probably that we're not looking for this women because we know that they're deceased. Okay. I'm going to tell you, and this is one of those things that I've never said, and I don't know whether I should or not, but I'm going to. Derek was coming home from Guyman, and he shot a lot of the first video of what was going on out there, and he didn't know what was going on. But Derek being Derek, he started to check out what was going on, and people tell him things. And so pretty quickly he knew what was going on. And so, kind of the same way with me. People tell me things, and people send me stuff. And so I knew by that afternoon that as far as law enforcement was concerned, that these women were deceased. And that's why there was no search for them. I believe law enforcement also had a pretty good idea where their body.
Say what? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Listen, I got to send something up here. I want to bring something up. I'm going to put this on the screen while we're doing this. Deb, I know you enjoy hearing this every time we play it, because he went and he deleted it really quick. But not deleted anymore, because we got it. Hold on. I'm sending it to my computer right now. Okay. Okay. And we'll just put it here. And then I'm going to play that again, because they're saying that the police knew, basically talking about me because I was out searching, but the police didn't want to let me know that they knew who did it. What? Seriously? Okay, let's see here. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to play this again, but I'm going to put this on the picture so that you guys can see it. Okay, here it is. And I don't know if you guys can see who's got a remark on there, but it's another channel. Another channel had a remark on there, and it just happened to be in what I was.
Came out here
Okay, hold on. Okay,
to
come on.
we
Okay,
came out here. Yeah. To we came out here.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to rewind
to,
it.
to
But
people came out here to look for a couple of women who they thought were missing. And for one reason or another, probably because they didn't really feel like they could, law enforcement didn't communicate to them probably that we're not looking for this women because we know that they're deceased. Okay. I'm going to tell you, and this is one of those things that I've never said, and I don't know whether I should or not, but I'm going to. Derek was coming home from Guyman, and he shot a lot of the first video of what was going on out there, and he didn't know what was going on. But Derek being Derek, he started to check out what was going on, and people tell him things. And so pretty quickly he knew what was going on. And so, kind of the same way with me. People tell me things, and people send me stuff. And so I knew by that afternoon that as far as law enforcement was concerned, that these women were deceased. And that's why there was no search for them. I believe law enforcement also had a pretty good idea where their bodies were at the end of the first day.
there you go. And then I've also got the other one where they talk about the crime scene photos. Listen, they said they seen crime scene photos. So I imagine that's exactly what Tad Cullum's attorney's looking for. They want everybody that saw crime scene photos. So I imagine that them two will end up right there in court. That's what I think. But anyway, there's that. I'm looking for the other one too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely nuts. Oops. Ever since I've uploaded, oh my gosh. So iPhone has did updates, and I went and did the updates, but let me tell you that when I was on the phone with Hawkeyes the other night, everything I pulled up on my phone, she was seeing, and I wasn't screen sharing. It was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't care that she was seeing it, but now I know when other people are around, I better be careful. You know what I mean? When I'm on the phone with other people, I need to be careful that I'm not looking up stuff while I'm on the phone. Okay, so looking here. It used to be when I went into my photos, I could actually pull up videos, but now it's not giving me that option. There's videos. Okay, let's see here. I want to see videos. Bring them up. Okay. Let me see here. Oh my gosh, I got so many videos too. Let me see. I never delete anything. It's crazy. No wonder my phone says I'm out of storage, and I've got a lot of storage. Oh. Let's see here. You're still muted, Journey.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was banging around here.
Oh, okay.
I'm melting the butter, squishing. I'm gonna make chocolate chip cookies in my little
rice cooker.
No, in a little miniature pancake thing I got. It'll make a nice sized cookie.
Oh.
I'm practicing my cooking skills with my little tools I have.
Nice.
I can make anything in this. You can make breakfast, eggs, anything you want. You can make in this little thing.
I was watching a YouTube channel that I watch all the time, does cooking and stuff. She was making cookies out of cake mix today, and it was like, oh my gosh, That was
Oh my God. I was watching that show. Is it that woman that's on that show, all recipes and stuff?
Yeah, All Recipes. That's the name of it. You watch her too?
I was just watching her before I came live. I was watching the cooking show because I was thinking, what can I make out of cookies or anything like that? And I was watching her show, and she just did a Christmas show, you know, with all her cake mix, dump cakes, all that. And I was watching it. We're two of a kind. We're two of a kind.
Yep. I watch her too. I really like it too.
I watch her all the time. She's entertaining. As well.
I'll pull up her YouTube channel. Listen, guys, she's got everything, and it's a lot. She shows a lot. It's really good.
Yeah. She's good if you want to watch a cooking channel or anything like that. She gives you lots of good ideas, and and she's good. Simple meals, good, simple meals, quick and easy.
Yep.
She shows us other people's recipes that she's seen, and she just tweaks them as well.
Right.
That's what she does. She puts her own spin on it. But it's what do you call it, web. She works for somebody, it's a company. She got a lovely kitchen. Her work kitchen is lovely.
Right. So that Rhonda on there, that is Christopher. I know it for a fact because he's talking about now Easy Bake Oven. He said he can make his cookies in his Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff that you can do in those air fryers, in those ovens. All these little gadgets they got. You can do a homemade meal in them. Do you know, a meal for two? If you're making one meal, you might as well make two, one for the next day or later. Eat half now, eat half later or the next day. These are all good for, one or two people or three people, depending on what you're making. But so I thought I'd get in practice, you're back in there. Well, I've been doing it in the basement anyway. It's nothing new to me. Me like doing my shit. I cook me stir fry on me little electric hot plate I got. Because my she's taking the microwave down. She's putting it in the basement, but we can't use it because it's too high of a wattage.
Breakers, right?
Yeah, the breakers aren't good in the basement, but it's okay upstairs. But it's not. It'll fuse everything down here. You can't even put a small heater, except the one I had, but you only could put it on one. If you put it on two, it'll blow the fuse. So you only can have little wattage. So, and I can't have, like, if I got my stove on, I can't have, like, other things going while the stove's on, the electric stove, because that'll blow it too. So I have to have one thing on a time.
So
except for the computer's okay, though. The computer's okay. Huh?
You got your battery.
What battery?
Your car battery.
Oh, yeah.
People don't know that.
Oh, yes, guys. An update on the car battery. Now, this is taking me a little while to do it in stages, but I took it out the other day, and then last night took the old battery to AutoZone. In the end, I had to go to AutoZone and hand in the old battery, got the new battery. And then today, while the sun was out at 9 o'clock in the morning, I ventured out on my travels to my minivan, opened the hood, got my tools out, put my safety glasses on and my gloves just to be safe in case any sparks come flying out. And I put the battery in. That battery's pretty heavy, mind you. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm not used to all that heavy lifting. But anyway, slid it in. And then with the battery, they give you a green velvet ring and a red velvet ring. Put the red on that one. You put lubricant underneath. And then you do the other one. and then you connect all your batteries together. And I did it, and then I thought, oh, pray that it works. But I didn't have my fob with me because I had to take my emergency key out the fob to use to open the door because I had no electric. So I thought, oh, I got to go indoors and get my fob. So on the way, I came out with my fob, and I thought, let me beep. The door is open. Beep, beep. I have sound. So I went to the car, and I said, let it turn. I turned it. It went, vroom, vroom. Just like that, it started. So the battery's good, guys. And later on tonight, I'm going to go out there and start it and see how well it starts, because the temperature has really dropped here. It's dropped. Even my antifreeze that I took some oils and everything out that I had in a bag because I had to put them elsewhere, and I had some antifreeze, but I'm not sure if I have diluted that or not, or whatever it was. And my windshield fluid from the summer, well, that froze. That is solid, frozen. The windshield fluid I knew would freeze, but the antifreeze coolant shit, that froze too. I was like, what the hell? That's not supposed to freeze. But antifreeze coolant does freeze, but it freezes at a different temperature. But I had left it out for days and days and days in this cold weather, so it froze. And I thought, well, can I use it again? And Google says you can, but you have to be careful. Do you know what I mean? You have to, if it goes slushy or whatever, it goes bad, or depends how old it is. And I thought, well, it's not that old. It's only like this year's. And so I think I just might. You can't just dump antifreeze. Do you know what I mean? Containers. It's not like you can get rid of them easy.
Right. So this is the All Recipes channel, and I will get in the side. But she's got some good shit. Like today, like I said, today it was the box cake. There was another one too.
Oh, and the other one she did the other day was all about the cookie dough. The cookie dough one, where you can make lots of things with cookie dough.
Canned biscuits, slow soups.
Yeah.
Check out. Listen, she always shows it on my screen, and I like it.
Oh yeah, I like this. I watch it all the time, and you two guys will like it too. If you are not subscribed or watching that channel, you should.
She's got some good stuff on there for sure.
Yeah.
She's pleasant to listen to. I'm going to play just a little bit. She is pleasant.
Yeah, she's entertaining too.
Breakfast. They're a little softer, a little more tender than a regular. I've also done it with chocolate and for chocolate chip and box cake mix into cookies. When I discovered this trick, I was blown away. They make the most moist and delicious cookies. And what's even better is that you can make any flavor cookie you want based on whatever cake mix you use. So I'm going to make strawberry cookies. And then it's just 2 eggs and half a cup of oil. No mixer required either. Just stir it up.
Anyway, check her out. If you want to learn new ways to cook and different things, she's got some good stuff. So in Liberal, Kansas today is 82 degrees. That's crazy. December 11th and 82 degrees.
Yeah, well, we're down to about 15 now.
Well, we got some cold fronts coming in Saturday, so.
Well, this weekend, if I'm still here, this weekend, that is when the cold front comes. We're going to get severe cold weather, like Arctic blacks is coming through. I thought, well, I hope I'm out of here by then, because it's coming this way. I don't know which way it's coming from, but it's coming to us. So I got to find out where it's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from Canada or where the hell it's coming from. But that's this weekend. Expect to be freezing cold. So, I mean, if you're not going anywhere and you're in that area when you're going to get that cold blast, do your shopping and everything, get all your needs and everything like that, so you don't
Yeah.
have to go out.
It says in Iowa it's only 19 degrees and the wind's blowing and snow.
Yeah, but it's this weekend when they're going to have that nasty, nasty cold weather. So it's best to be prepared because you never know how it's going to turn out. Because, you know, like the elderly people can't get out in that cold weather, you know.
Hmm. So Deb C says, I need a list of all names of everyone you think is involved in the Kansas mom's case, including who knew about it and didn't stop it. Well, I would put the one that was elected sheriff, the Twombly's cousin. I think he knew about it. I think the judge knew about it, if you're talking about people that's high up. And honestly, I'm not sure that Buddy Leach knew about it, but he's obviously friends with them, and there's crazy stuff going on, I think. Hey, girly girl. So,
Well, I don't know how she could have told these people exactly what she was going to do, and they thought it was okay and normal thing to do. Do you know what I mean?
yes, I
That's
would say
crazy.
everybody that was in the Misfits, everybody that Cora and Paul Grice named, the cooks, all of it. I think they knew. But that's my
Yeah,
opinion.
well,
But the judge, I don't know if the judge knew or Buddy Leach knew. I'm not going to say they did. But
no.
do they know the 5 involved, and especially Tiffany and Tad? I believe that 100%. I believe they're buddies. I believe they're all buddies.
Yeah, guilty by association sometimes, you know.
I don't think that the judge and Buddy Leach knew that it was going to happen. But Beasley, Mr. Beasley, Christopher's saying Mr. Beasley. But Mr. Beasley's no longer around.
No, so you only can go by what he said in his statement, unless anybody he talked to knew. Did he live on his own, or did he live with somebody?
He lived on his own. Well, at the beginning, they said that he had young kids at his house, and that's why he didn't come forward. But we found that out to not be true.
Oh, that wasn't true?
No, he's an adult kid. His kids are adults.
So he could have been just bloody lying his ass off and knew all about it.
I mean, Paul Grice says that Beasley come up to the trailer, and Paul Grice was in the back of the trailer with the 2 women. Listen, I also believe Beasley knew too.
Yeah, because it's like all these fucking idiots don't even know how to keep their mouth shut. Do you know what I mean? None of them.
All the Twombly's knew. Frank, all the Twombly's knew.
Yeah. You know, this is what you get when you're in some kind of cult. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. Everybody that Cora and Paul named off, and everybody that was at the meetings, yes. And
Yeah.
the judge, when they're saying the judge, they're not talking about Parsley. They're not talking about the judge that's doing the case. They're talking about that judge in Elkhart. This guy right here. Oh, this guy. This judge out of Elkhart, the one that lost his job.
He lost his job, but what did he lose his job for?
Because he talked to Brian Hinton, is what he said.
Oh, yeah, in the car? Is that when he had his interview in the car?
Yep. And then we're going to say this guy here, this is Clint Twombly. He was elected sheriff there in Boise City. And he was also he was on that list. And then let's not forget this picture. I mean, I still think that looks like that damn judge.
So,
like Twombly in that bucket.
being baptized.
And is that Clint? Is that Clint in the other cowboy hat? You got the judge maybe in one cowboy hat and maybe Clint in the other cowboy hat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he looks like.
I don't know. It seems like, well, this is Clint right here.
So they fire the judge for talking, yet don't fire him for having some involvement or charge him for any involvement. Okay.
Listen, I feel like they're just trying to charge as very little as they can. That's what I think. They're trying to do the very minimum.
Yes, yeah, but you know, this story has got big too. Do you know what I mean? It's big too. they're not going to get away with nothing because it's going to be investigated.
Yes, Nona. Nona was in love with Teddy, the guy with the big old mustache that they interviewed.
Oh,
She loved
Nona,
him.
you were?
Yes. Yes.
What? Real love?
No, she's just infatuated with him. How about that?
It's a YouTube love.
That's right. YouTube love.
You'll have to get a blow up Dottie that looks like him then.
Well, you know what?
Oh yeah, that's what we should get. We should get a blow up dolly of our favorite people. Do you know
Yeah,
we love?
We could
You know
just
what I mean?
print his picture and tape it to there for her.
Yeah, we can get one of those, those paper
So,
faces that people got. They hold up. They hold up those paper faces on a paper plate or something. Stick it on one of those paper plates and make a stick. And
She says,
put some hair on it. Put some
What do
fake
you-
hair on it.
"What do you mean? I'm still in real love with Teddy. He's mine. Don't tell Ralph, her husband."
Okay, you can love. You can love him.
Journey, I did tell Rick that you might have a package being delivered here, so he knows.
Yeah. Thanks. I didn't order it yet because I changed my damn mind.
That's okay. Either way, you've got the address.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I just looked at it again. I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's not what I want, and because it's on sale right now, and it's like full payments. It was off a HSN or something, or QVC, but they got some stuff, and then you don't have to pay it all in one go. But after I watched the show, and then I watched it again, I didn't like a few things about it, so I changed my mind. It's only. I'm looking for a computer or a tablet, right?
Mm-hmm.
A good one, but a cheap one, if you know what I mean. One maybe you can extend it, or it's a good make. But there's one of them I don't like the make. I don't like the make, so I won't get it. But anyway, it was a bit flimsy for me. The back was okay, but the case and everything else was. I watched them, and it like they bent over. Do you know what I mean? That's how flimsy it was. And I thought, well, you might get a free keyboard or the case to go with it, but look at the case, it's worth nothing. And nor is that keyboard. So why would I want to buy a package? I could probably get that laptop, that tablet for $80. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that, I think of that. But I was looking for something that, by the time I get to you, that I could have it, because I was thinking I want to bring my computer and everything, but it is a bit big. Do you know what I mean? It's a 27-inch. It's like a big TV. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And it doesn't fold up like a flat screen TV because, well, the computer itself is, but it's attached to a stand. Do you know what I mean? So and so I thought, well, it's easier for me to charge a little tablet, less energy. It's just like energy for charging a phone, but with my computer, I'll need to plug it in. You know what I mean? It only runs by electric.
Right.
But I thought, well, it'll come in handy because I won't always be in my minivan. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, I got to sort my minivan out again. Once I get some heat in there, get it all nice and warm, organize a lot more stuff in there. I couldn't do it when it was cold. It was colder in my car than it was outside. That's how bad it was.
I'm going to play this for Nona real quick.
Okay.
Here we go. Just for
I'll
you.
mute.
This is Teddy. This is her guy.
This is her man. I think it's the mustache. It's the mustache.
Okay, here we go.
Listen to what he said to us.
What was your reaction when you found out that Cole wanted to be a preacher?
I thought,
Uh,
who in the hell would want to go to that church? You know? But, you know, I mean, I don't know. 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 I me
Well, good for him, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't know how in the world you can be one thing and all of a sudden just roll over and you're something else.
But why do you think he's ended up in this group, God's Misfits? I mean, you've known Cole since he was a child.
I think it was a financial deal, and I think he's always looking for some way to get a dollar out of somebody, I guess.
When you say financial deal, I mean, because we know that Tiffany Adams and Tad, other suspects, had quite a bit of money. I mean, do you think that he was motivated by that to be part of the group, or?
No, I don't think so. I think he started it, and they come to him. I think they all come together about the same time.
It was interesting what he said about the financial
Okay.
motivation.
Yeah.
What did he?
Believe it or not, I had Chat GPT take me right to it too. Okay, I can't unmute you. I tried.
Oh, I muted myself because I was stirring the chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to take a few pictures of the stages and I'll let you know how it turns out my chocolate chip.
So Beach Baby says, "Oh my God, I know Ted." There you go.
You know him?
Well, yeah, she's from that area.
Oh, and you know him. Yeah, it's a small world. After all.
Mona wants you to hook her up.
Hook her up then.
I heard Ted don't cook, so you better keep her out. Okay?
You don't cook. That ain't no good then. What's the point of having a man if you can't cook?
So Hawkeye says, "Oh my gosh, the little tiny town Christmas parade just went by, Rock. So cool. I didn't even know they would come down each tiny street. You know, it's small. It is small. Too late to get my phone. Well, jump in your car and chase them. Go to the
Yeah.
Black Opal says, "Nona, extra tickets with the mustache."
Get on your rollerblades and start going.
On the rollerblades, that's hilarious.
You should be ready for these things in Miss Sanders Claus's outfit.
So she's gonna have brother husbands instead of sister wives. She's gonna have brother husbands. Hawkeye says that parade was over in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Santa Claus and Miss Santa Claus was on a Harley Davidson. Oh, Beach Baby says his wife Kelly will kick butt. Okay. Nona's not trying to get in a fight.
You're going to fight over a man.
That's hilarious. So you
can send him a letter when he goes to prison. No, I'm just.
No. Teddy had nothing to do with it. So.
Oh, Teddy didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay.
And Nona says, "I ain't afraid of her." It's cracking me up. You guys are hilarious. I don't know if Stars and Stripes is still in here, but yes, we'll do a live if they want to come out. If your people want to come up and talk, especially about Galupski and all that, yeah, we'll hear them. I'll help them out.
Yeah.
Deb says, "I think I found where the money for the ticket scam went, but I'm pretty sure someone can get that information faster than I can." There you go. He says, "That a girl, Nana." How's Leroy doing? Beach Baby. Haven't seen Leroy.
Beach baby, da 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 da.
That's right.
Name that tune.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. So I'll try to go live tomorrow night. I don't know what time I'll get back home, but we'll go live and we'll go over Just in the Nick of Crime. Oh, I do want to share. Let me go pull up Just in the Nick of Crime.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody might want to go see. It is live tomorrow night. Just in the Nick of Crime. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube and TikTok. Just in
and what time is he going on? He usually goes on about 7 or 8, doesn't he? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like a video might come out. Well, he might go live with it. Actually, is he going to go live? Just
He
putting a
is going to
video
go
up.
live. He said he was going to go live.
Yeah, he's going live. So it's normally about 7 or 8, right? Because he's in Tennessee, right? So
That's right.
they're,
He's on the same time as we are. Tennessee's the same time, right? I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm not sure. I think they're an hour ahead. I don't know if they're Eastern time because it depends. That way is a little risky. Some areas is central and some is not. I don't know where he lives.
Okay, so let me go.
But anyway, it'd be about 8 o'clock, I think, though.
Might be back then.
Central.
I've got a gift to go pick up at the casino, and I got $60 in free play. So that's where I'm going tomorrow night. Just so you know.
What's your casino called?
The Kansas Star.
Is it a very big one or just a little small one?
Oh, it's pretty big.
Like Potawatomi and stuff?
Oh, it's pretty big. Yeah.
Oneida?
It's got a hey Sunflower. It's got a hotel and stuff. Here, I'll look it up for you so you can
Oh,
see.
he's got a hotel. Well, it must be pretty big. You got a hotel to it. See, Potawatomi never always had a hotel, and they had to get permission. Then they got to build the hotel on the side of it. 300 and something room hotel.
I have to go when Rick can go with me because listen, I'll go gamble and it's not a good sight when I gamble.
We'll never see you again till the morning.
I can't afford to gamble. But this is the arena.
This is why you only take so much money.
There's the hotel.
Oh, okay. That's the casino. Oh, it's pretty big then. Do they do like prizes there to win? Like, do they got cars on the side and motorbikes?
I won a car. Hold on, let me find it.
Oh, is that where you won it?
Yeah, I won a car.
Oh, okay. So you can. Yeah, okay. With your memberships and stuff. And
yeah, buddy.
oh, that's where you won it. Oh, okay then. I don't go down there anymore. I used to go to Potawatomi when I lived in Milwaukee. We used to take $100 with us, but this was years ago. $100 went a long way, okay? And then we'd spend our money and put our winnings in the other pocket. And once it was gone, we'd go home. Sometimes we'd be there for hours and hours and hours. Then we go home, and then we say, well, we'll go another time and try to win more money or win our money back.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to play this again. Here we go. I took the money, but here we go.
1, 2, 3. Open them up. There we go.
I would take the money too. You have to pay all them fucking taxes for gifts.
We did. I took the money and they escorted us out. And oh my gosh, that was 13 years ago. That money's long gone. That was 13 years ago.
Yeah, but was Rick with you that night or no?
He was. As a matter of fact, listen, they were giving away several cars, okay? And I was going to everyone, and he didn't feel like going. And I said, listen, I can't win that car if I don't go. And a good friend of mine was the head over marketing, Matt. Anyway, he avoided me, okay? He avoided me that whole night. I didn't know why, because he always comes and sees me, right?
Oh.
Well, we had just spent our last $2, and I won like $600 on a slot machine, okay? So we were sitting there, and they did the drawing, and they drawed my name, and I won the car.
Wow. You were right to go, because you never know. If you're not in it to win it, you won't. You got to be there.
Right.
You got to be in it. And I forgot my
Mark
lottery
Owens.
ticket last night.
Mark Owens, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Four Brothers was looking for you. They go live on Friday nights now. They were looking for you the other night. Hope everything's going good with you, brother. Win big, go big. Actually, I'm going to give Sunflower. Sunflower's been here several times, so we're going to go ahead and give them a wrench.
Sunflower.
That's right. Okay, here we go. There you go. There you go. Sunflower, you have a wrench now. Win big for you. Win big, go big. That's right. Everyone's good here. Listen, Rick won't let me spend more than what the free money is. I can tell you that right now.
Right. You got to
That's
you got to have a limit, and that's all there is to it. Because my aunt in England, she used to go to casino. She became a gambler. Her husband would go crazy on her.
Oh,
she had to go to not Gambling Anonymous.
Listen, I have a bad gambling problem too. Listen, when I would get my car, it would say 10 minutes to work. Well, guess what was 10 minutes away?
You're gambling.
No.
That was your work. That was your work.
But I will tell you, we went, because I get free play. I haven't been in a long time until here lately. We only spend my free play. And we went, I think it was 2 weeks ago, because they were giving away a bunch of Apple products and, a drawing. And I had like 13 things to put in the drawing. And I put my stuff in. I put like 7 of my entries into the Apple products, right? I was so excited they called my name. I thought I won all these Apple products. No, that wasn't the case. But I won $500 in free play. And we stayed and we played that $500 because you can't take it with you. And
right.
We cashed out at $300. So we was up $300. Right? Oh, no, he says we got 200. Because I always want to stay and keep playing. And he's ready to go.
You got to know, you got to leave. You got to leave when you're winning. Or even if you lost, you just got to go. You just got to say, hey, I'm just going to spend a few hours here and keep to your limit. You got to.
Right.
It's supposed to be fun and not like, and you got to put the money you allowed yourself to spend. And then you got to put the winnings in the other pocket, and you got to leave. You leave a winner that way. You leave a winner, or you equal out.
I don't have my hair that blonde anymore either. Boy, I had it some platinum color. Look at that hair.
Yeah, that was really
13 years ago.
Platinum.
It was.
Yeah, but I expect that was the fashion then anyway. You thought was the fashion.
The guy I high-fived right there, that was Matt. He was the head of marketing. I was so excited. And to this day, I never, ever looked at that damn thing. Everybody behind me was looking at it and said, hey, you won the car. I just started jumping up and down. When they said I won, I just started jumping up and down. I have a friend who was addicted to gambling, lost everything, cars, home, and parents' home too. Went to prison for 4 years. Any addiction is hard. But
yeah.
Gambling, when they opened the boats in Kansas City, Missouri, a lot of people lost their houses and shit just because of that, the gambling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mark says, I'm strong. Hard time of the year to find work. Company went bankrupt after wife got laid off 3 weeks ago. The timing, yeah, that sucks. But you know what? God is good, and God is good all the time. It will turn around for you. Yeah. So yeah, I won 15,000. That's what I took. Was 15,000 is what they gave me 30 years ago.
Yeah, but that's a good chunk of change, though. Especially 13 years ago, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, God always does provide a
More
way.
money than it's worth now.
And listen, we stayed for several hours gambling too, so we had a good time. Yes, prayers for Mark. Prayers for everybody. This is a hard time for everybody. It will turn around. It will turn around. Absolutely will turn around. I want to play something real quick.
Well, I did one cookie. The only thing with the hot plate is I need a spatula because they're very delicate when you get it off the hot plate.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to play this real quick while you're doing that.
You know what I need on the hot plate? I got to learn. Greaseproof paper, parchment paper. That's better. I got some. I better go get some because it'd be easy to get the cookie off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm learning all these little tricks, right?
I just bought some parchment paper today. Okay, I'm going to play this song real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
We came together from different roads, different stories, different loads. But
Go find it now.
up and the walls fell down. Now we one big family on the YouTube sound.
Jane with hope and Big Mikey strong. Hawkeye steady when the nights feel long. Rhonda and Stacy side by side. Holly and Beach, baby, bring that light.
Gail got faith when the world feels heavy. Fairy tales dream when the hands get unsteady. Journey rolling where the hearts run free. Heidi showing what a friend should be. God is good. God is good. All the time. All the time. God is good. God is good. Every high road, every hard climb, we lift each other. Every time. God is good. All the time. All the time. All the time. This love right here is the proof.
We ain't just friends, we're family too. Joma's on beat, make the whole place move. Anthony slide in a two-step groove. Johnny loud with that rebel cry.
Noel, turn it up.
Let the good times fly.
Mountain girl strong on the uphill run.
Gizzy shine like the morning sun.
Black opal glow when Natasha near. Nora and DC always cheer.
Charm and free,
Keep hope alive. Callous glow with that rain or drive. Delightful heart when the nights get long. Girly girl, tear up the family song. God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
God is good.
Through the hurt and the healing lines, we lean on love and we'll be fine. God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Look how far that love has took us.
One big family, he built hearts. Robin steady, Christopher true. None praying us all through.
Leroy laugh with a helping hand. Rick stand firm when the world don't stand. Lavender peace in a restless place.
Angel wings in a hard time race.
Depth sea care when the world feels cold. Jezebel fire with a fearless soul. Red and Quinn got that fighter spark. Mark stays solid in the light and dark. Tiny heart bigger than size you see.
KS rural roots in the family tree.
Oops, I hit the button. Hold on, I hit that button. Sorry.
Woo-hoo.
No, I don't know where it stopped at. Doggone it.
We came together from different roads, different stories.
Just friends, we're family.
Heat it up here.
Yeah, when the world feels cold. Jezebel fire with a fearless soul. Red and Quinn got that fighter spark. Mark stays solid in the light and dark. Tiny heart bigger than size you see.
KS rural roots in the family tree.
God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is time.
God is good.
Even when the road ain't kind, we hold each other and God holds mine. God is good.
family safe and sound.
Making honey sweet but strong, strong. Picturing this truth in every song.
For you to see with the faithful sight.
Bitter and that keep the rhythm tight.
Two-step stomp when the floorboards shake.
Carry shine with the move she made.
Chop cold chill, but the heart stay warm. Grumpy growl in the common storm.
Jayhawks fly with a faithful cry.
Moonlight glow when the tears fall dry.
OPPK stand on that red dirt pride.
Red then crow when the sun gon' rise.
What now faith when the answer's slow?
Winchester true in the overflow.
Official Sherry never let go.
Country boy 620 with that homegrown soul.
Just to roll with that back road fighter.
Stars and stripes, let the freedom fly higher.
Yippee stand strong in the family line. God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
God is good.
Wisconsin, Texas, Ohio, Arkansas, UK in the house. Australia in the house. One world, one family, one sound.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
God is good.
From broken hearts to brand new starts, we came together and became a part of something bigger, something true. A big family made of me and you. God is good.
All the time.
Yes, He is.
God is good.
God is good.
God is done.
Yes, He is. Yeah, 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 yeah. We didn't just make friends. We built a family. Different names, different stories. But one God, one love, one heart. Rock Chalk family.
There we go. There it was. Yeah, the twins, listen, Wallen is crawling already. Wallen is crawling.
How old are they now?
7 months.
Oh yeah, that's about it. 7 months should be calling.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But they were premature though, weren't they?
Yes, they were born at 24 weeks.
Right. So 7 months is pretty good then.
Miracle babies, yes, absolutely miracle babies.
Mm.
That was rough, but listen, you guys got me through it. I don't know that I would have got through all this, you know. A lot of problems, a lot was going on when she was pregnant, and you guys got me through it all, every bit of it.
I used to date this guy years ago. He was in the military. He was in the army. He's an officer. And when he was born, he weighed 1 pound. 1 pound. Yeah. So, you know, you never know.
I'm going to show you something else if I can find it. Because, like I said, I never delete shit, so it's got to be in here. Where is it?
If you can remember what date what year it was, it's easier to find. Because
No, I was looking when the last time I was texting with Peach Baby.
oh, it's on a text.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She's got twin girls that was born a week after the boys. And they are so doggone cute.
Oh.
Trying to find them because I was going to show you guys a picture of her twin girls. Wow. Let me do this.
Too bad.
Okay. Oh, I must have. Let me look at it, see if it's in my pictures. I know I sent it to my daughter and said, "Hey, you never know. They might like each other when they get older."
Okay, I'm gonna send you a couple of snapshots of my my cookies. They're getting better each time I do it because I'm learning how to do it a little bit better. Now I've got the greaseproof paper, parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I started first. And the final result. There you go.
Okay, give me just a minute.
You can have them a little browner. You can have them a little darker. Depends how you like them. A little bit more soft, a little. They do not take long in this cookie thingy. I mean, you can make cornbread in there, little cornbreads, flat ones. You can pancakes. I mean, you eggs, scrambled eggs. You can do anything in that.
And tell everybody how you're doing that again. How are you making?
I'll send you a picture of the machine. I didn't send you a picture of the machine. I forget what it's called, but I'm going to send it to you. And it's a little miniature one. And when you lift it up, all you do is, I got a cookie in there right now. The size of a small pancake. I'll send you that and it'll give you an idea of what it is, what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm watching for it.
Okay, I sent it. There you go. So it's only a little thing, and you can make eggs, anything you want in there. But it's just as on a smaller scale. It goes by electric, but it doesn't use that much electric. You know what I mean? It's low wattage, but it's still electric though. But I could do the same on my butane stove and make whatever you want in your frying pan as well. Do you know what I mean? You can still do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. It's dropping it. Let's see here.
It just takes you a while to do stuff, and you have to stand there and watch it, you know, closely. So that was a little darker brown, but you can have it a bit lighter brown than that. You got to figure out how long to live. You got to figure it out yourself, how long to leave it in there, because it doesn't take long. You know, takes just a few minutes because it browns both sides at the same time.
Hey, there's the thing you're using.
Yep, and that's very small, about a small pancake, size of an egg when you fry it. How big? Yeah, it's miniature style. That's all. It's a miniature hot plate. That's all it is. It's a hot plate.
Right.
All you do is plug it in. It hasn't got. You don't press it on it. You just plug it in, and it heats up right away. It's got no settings, so it's only got one setting, if you know what I mean, and that's hot.
Yeah, but it's working. Are you in the basement or are you in the van?
No, I'm in the basement right now, but these are the type of things that I'll be using in the van. No, I had that when I was in my van before. But these are the type of things you just got to get used to using them for your own needs. You know, it makes everything I got. You can make a full-blown meal.
Sometimes God takes away everything you have to show you really had nothing at all.
Yeah, well.
Absolutely.
The older I've got, I like to have nice things, and I used to have everything new and everything, new cars and everything. But the older I got, I'm like, the more things I want to do, they tie me down. Stuff ties you down.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta let go.
So I'm curious, when are you going to hit the road?
Well, I was going to do a few things today, but it was real cold out there. I shoveled the snow off the doorstep, and my hands were frozen. And my hands, and I didn't even get wet in the snow. That's how cold it was coming through my nice woolly gloves. I went indoors and I went, oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that cold. And my fingers were absolutely hurting. I had to run the tap water for a little while with some hot and cold to warm my hands, my fingers up. And the pain, I was like, oh. And then I dried them and then just shoved them underneath my arm. You know, the hot spots underneath my arm. I went, wow, I knew it was cold, but I didn't realize it was that cold. You just don't realize it. And I was only outside the door. And I thought, I'm not moving any stuff into my van today. No, it was too cold for me.
This is a picture of Wallen and Walker at Thanksgiving. They are growing. I'm looking for Beach Babies, twin girls pictures. I know I got it because I sent it to my daughter.
Well, the sun's supposed to be out again tomorrow. When I did my battery, the sun was out. That was at 9 o'clock in the morning. But later on, the sun went in and it got colder. And it just was cold. Like it was in the 20s, but it was a real cold 20.
Saturday is when it's going to get cold here. Oh, here we go. I found the picture. Okay.
Right.
Let me upload it.
I more or less got all my stuff sorted out. It just needs to be taken to the car now. What's that?
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, I'm not on my mic. I'm just on my computer. It's my computer speaker that I'm speaking from. If I get too close, it's loud. And if I get further away, it's too quiet. So can you hear me okay from this distance?
It echoes a little bit, but you're all right.
Yeah, because I'm not using my mic. I'm using this from the computer.
Okay, there is a picture of Beach Baby and Leroy's girls. I need a new picture, but yeah, we'd have to put some Jayhawks on them. No. Yep. So we'll have to let the kids meet someday. Imagine riding a Harley in this cold weather. That's right. Builds character. Are you riding a Harley? Yep, that is that's Beach Baby and Leroy's kids, grandbabies right there. Couple of them. They are lovely.
Twins are lovely. Like my brother, his daughter had twin girls and his son had twin boys. I was like, two twins in the family.
Yeah, they're close to the same age as Wallen and Walker. Sure are. Arranged marriages. That's right. Write it like you stole it. That's right. Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I did. I'll show you what I cooked tonight. Did you guys happen to see what I cooked? I put it on the post.
No, I didn't see what you cooked.
I'll show you.
Okay. Wait, you said it was delicious.
It was. Okay. So, oops, I went too far. Oh, gosh. There it is. Okay, we had a Caesar salad, pork chops, and potatoes. I cooked used some potato dasher and cooked the potatoes in the oven, and they were marvelous. And then, look at these fruit bowls. I cut up all the fruit tonight and made these little to-go containers. And I'm eating one right now. As a matter of fact, as we did the live, I was eating. Trying to
Did you get that for your husband for work? Did you prepare all that for him for work?
It looks like Beach Baby had spaghetti and meatballs, egg roll for herself. There you go. Did I what?
On that,
no.
On that channel, All Recipes, she's got one that you can make with all those kind of potatoes that you did. She's got one of those videos out for that.
Listen, I had a whole bag of potatoes, and some of them seemed like they were going bad. So I spent all afternoon peeling potatoes.
Wow. Otherwise, you end up throwing them away. You got to eat them. You can make fries, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes. You can make breakfast mashed potatoes. You can make a bubble and squeak mashed potato. All your leftovers and your potatoes, you make bubble and squeak, mix it all up together and fry it so it comes all nice and crispy.
Meat potatoes girl, let me tell you. I like potatoes with my meat.
I used to eat potatoes every day. Every single day we had potatoes, some form or another.
I like potatoes too. I don't like instant potatoes, but I know a lot of people do. I'm not one.
If you, they're good to have handy, in case you need to have mashed potatoes. But I like them, so I mean, it's real potatoes, so I just like mashed potatoes. I don't care how it comes.
So my fruit bowls, I put watermelon, pineapple, mango, fresh mango, strawberries, grapes, blackberries, bananas, and it was really good. Really, really good. I gotta put it down. I'll keep eating. Hawkeyes is eating her lasagna now.
She's finally eating it. It's all ready to go. You having a salad with that?
No, I had we had Caesar salad and pork chops and potatoes, and then I made the fruit bowls.
Holkeys, is she having a salad with her lasagna?
I got berries in there. I got strawberry in there, and I got blackberries in there.
Holkeys, you got some garlic bread to go with that lasagna.
That's right. Her brother asked her to make him some fried potatoes this weekend. There you go.
Oh, your brother lives near.
Yes, he does. He lives near.
Oh, she got a brother that lives near too. Well, you got the whole family there, Hawkeyes.
You're going to be going and visiting her, right?
Yeah. I don't know if her brother lived there, or I forgot he lived there. I didn't know your brother lived there. I know your son does.
When I went and visited in Hawkeyes, we ate a lot of fruit. That's for sure.
Yeah, but what year did you go in? What season?
It was in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some blueberries in there. I didn't get a whole lot of blueberries, but there is some in there. They're berries.
I don't like blueberries eating them by themselves. I love them in a pie or a pancake or jelly or something. I just don't like eating them on their own or in yogurt or in your cereal. Just don't like them like that. I like them in muffins, but I just don't like them that way for some. I don't know what it is. That's like nuts. I can't stand eating certain nuts, but if you got it in a cake or something, you know, or eat it that way. That's the only way I can eat it.
Rick, he got sick at a baseball game eating spoiled peanuts, so he don't eat any nuts at all.
Oh, can you nuts get spoiled then?
Yeah, he said they were bad. He got really sick on it.
Oh. Well, they must have had them nuts for a long time then. They probably never cleaned their machine out. Was it from like nuts served from a machine? Like they keep it warm and stuff and then give you a serving. Kind of like that, was it?
I think so.
Yeah, well, the problem is with that, they probably kept on shoving new nuts in, but not taking out the old. That's how you're going to get sick. You got to clean it out. It's probably them young kids that did it. They didn't clean it up.
Most of Hawkeye's families in Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, Carolina, but her son and her daughter-in-law and her grandkids live next door to her, and her brother's in that area.
What month is your birthday in Hawkeyes? You said the summer. My birthday's in the summer too.
My birthday's in April. You know, my oldest daughter was my birthday present when I was 22. She was 2 weeks early and weighed 9'2".
Oh, well, you're lucky then. It was 2 weeks early.
Yeah, no kidding. She
9'2". My God.
We all like our nuts warm. That's why
you gotta have your nuts. You gotta have your nuts warm. Otherwise, it don't work. They don't work properly.
We'll
they don't taste. They don't taste salty enough.
Oh, God, you did go there. Oh,
But she
Lord.
started it. She said you're gonna have more.
Blame it on somebody else. Oh, it's good. Okay, so Rick is on IG a lot, right? And he my kids always talk about their shit, not my oldest daughter, but my other two kids. They talk about their stupid sex lives and everything. Anyway, Rick said next time Brandy calls, make sure that you say, yes, April 17th. You got it, Black Opal. That's my birthday. Anyway, Rick said next time Brandy calls, call me daddy. So anyway, so I don't remember what we were saying. I said, ain't that right, daddy? Anyway, my daughter was freaking out. Well, yesterday I was on the phone with Hawkeyes, and my daughter called in, so I just added her to the group, right? And she was talking how my son-in-law got a ticket yesterday, and he got out of the car when he got pulled over. And I said, that's stupid that he even got out of the car. And she said, yeah, he said that he was trying to kill some time because my other granddaughter, she didn't have her seatbelt on. Well, Hawkeye says, oh, Daddy, you got to put that seatbelt on. Brandy thought Hawkeyes was doing the oh, Daddy thing and started freaking out. It was funny. It was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
I explained to her today that no, that was not what happened. Yep, it is the 17th. Mustard on a biscuit.
Mustard on a biscuit. Bah.
Listen, I made biscuits and gravy last night, and I made homemade biscuits, but I didn't have no buttermilk. I'm going to tell you, them biscuits sucked. It was the butter I used. Oh, God, they were horrible. Even the dog.
Oh. Well, what butter did you use? What butter did you use, though?
Oh, okay, wait a minute. No honey mustard on my nuts, please. There you go.
Oh, no honey. No honey. Honey. You don't want no nuts? Mustard on your nuts. Well, we'll put it on your ham instead. How about that?
I'm not roasting you. Mark says he's making fun of Sling Blade. That was hilarious. Yes, I got it straightened out today. So I put them pictures last night. I put the pictures in the
Yes, Nona. It's cold out there. It's horrible, isn't it?
the pictures of the sky. We all want a good old biscuit recipe.
Uh-huh.
Bring it, Mark.
We
all
want a good old, and the men like biscuits too.
Yeah. I like biscuits. I just didn't have any, so I thought, shit, I'll make some. Ugh, they were horrible.
Yeah, well, no, what butter did you use? Do you remember?
I was almost, it was Sam's butter, but it had been open, a stick of butter. It had been open, and it was in a baggie, and it had a taste to it that wasn't butter. It was weird.
Oh, you should have thrown it away.
Well, I didn't know it till after I put it in the damn biscuits, but
Oh, the butter was gone off. You're trying to kill your husband again. No.
well, no, it's something about when I had it in a Ziploc baggie, but it developed a weird taste. Not bad butter, but something from the fridge. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like if I've had my milk in the fridge for a while, I always smell it before I put it in my coffee because I'm just like, no, I got to smell it first, see if it's fresh enough. If it don't smell it, I dump it. Even before it's curdled, do you know what I mean? I'll be like smelling it first. But butter usually lasts for quite a while, though. None of butter does.
Right. Okay, hold on, Black Opal. She says, I don't know what American biscuits and gravy is. I'm going to show you. This is American biscuits and gravy right here.
It's like when you go Kentucky Fried Chicken, you get a biscuit. It's like like what we used to make, those cheese, what the hell are they? Scones. They're like scones when you make cheese scones. That's what a biscuit is in America. It's like a scone. When you can make a fruit scone, like raisin scones or cheese scones, that's or plain scones. It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, you make them like the same way. They probably may taste a little different. Opal, that's what they are.
I showed a picture.
Yeah, but in England, they're called scones. You can make cheese ones, raisin ones, fruit ones, plain ones. They're kind of like the same thing. I was just trying to describe what they're like in England, because I think in Australia they're the same. Yeah. Okay. She understands. Yep.
Divas Can Cook on YouTube, Southern Style. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Divas Can Cook.
These cookies are going to take forever to cook at this bloody rate. This is a slow work. Mind you, I wouldn't make as many next time, but that was a bigger bag than I thought, but they don't come smaller than that. My God. Well, I didn't have to make the whole package. I could have made half, but never mind. I'll just make the whole bunch. But next time I might just do half it so I can get them. Make half only.
Is it this one, Mark?
I got heartburn now. See, I knew those cookies would give me heartburn.
Oh, that's buttermilk. See, I didn't have any buttermilk. That was the problem.
Ah, yeah. Use buttermilk.
Well, I didn't have any, so.
You improvised. But you know what? If you're going to make it right, now you know that it's not even worth making them because they just, you won't like them. Do you know what I mean? Unless you make them right.
I'm going to share Divas Can Cook. Oh, here's $1 billion biscuit. What we got here?
$1 billion biscuits, aka 7-Up biscuits. Let me show you why these just might become your new favorite biscuits ever, because I am hooked, like for real. Let's make
Yeah,
them.
you can make them flaky.
Okay, we're gonna start by adding our all-purpose flour into a large bowl. Then we're gonna throw in some baking powder, a little bit of salt and sugar, whisk it all together. Don't use that white lily. Normally I love white lily, but not for this recipe. Okay, now we're gonna grate some super cold salted butter. Yes, salted butter. Use salted butter.
Gotta make more of those cookies.
It's so good with that salted butter. Get you a pastry cutter and just mix this all in until it resembles large crumbs. Next, you're gonna throw in some sour cream. You already know that sour cream makes for the moist, that nice moist type biscuit. These biscuits, y'all, it's like fast food biscuits. They are really like Bojangles biscuits for real. Okay, so here's how it look all crumbly. Next, the secret ingredient, that 7-Up. Don't freeze it. I did not know it had ice chips in the 7-Up, but yeah, just get it really cold. Dump that in there. Get your little rubber spatula and just kind of mix it up until a dough begins to form. Flour your work surface. Dump that dough right onto that work surface. If it's too dry, you can add more 7-Up. If you need a little bit more flour, throw some flour on there, but not too much. You want the dough to be a little bit wet. We're going to fold it into thirds, turn it, and then fold it again. And then finally, go ahead and just pat it
There
out
you
into
go.
1 inch.
That sounds yummy. Yummy, yummy.
Yep. That looks good. Anything like that looks good.
Yes,
My God.
I have some butter in the freezer now, and I keep butter in the freezer, but I was out of butter. So I had a little bit of stick that was in a drawer. I don't know how long it had been there, but it was in a Ziploc baggie, and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
In the drawer. In your fridge, you mean? In your drawer.
My fridge drawer, yeah.
Oh, okay. It probably, how often do you use butter? It might have been there just way too long.
I use butter a lot.
Oh, maybe you just got a bad bunch or something. Maybe that was just I don't know.
Last
It's
time
butter.
I was in the Panhandle, Beach Baby made me biscuits and gravy too. And they were yummy. Very yummy.
Biscuits and gravy with some nice Kentucky Fried Chicken.
She made biscuits and gravy, and she had all kinds of stuff there. But she called me and she said, "Have you eaten?" I said, "Oh, a little bit." She said, "I'm making biscuits and gravy." I said, "I'm on my way."
Or nice barbecued baked beans or something.
White Lily self-rising flour, butter flavored Crisco sticks, and milk. Oh, nice. He says you put it on 450.
Oh,
15 minutes. Ooh.
right. But something must have been wrong with her butter if it tasted nasty.
It almost had like a I don't know, a weird taste. It was nasty. I'll just tell you that. It was nasty.
I mean, if it tasted like butter, it tastes like your butter because you like your butter, so you would have liked the taste.
I
But if it
use the
tasted
Land of Oz butter. That's what I really like.
the Land of Oz.
Hmm.
I know you live in Kansas, but I didn't know they had a Land of Oz.
Is that the name of it? Land of something.
Land Lake.
Land of the Lakes, yeah, or something. Yeah, that's what I
I
use.
think it's Land Lake, something Lake.
Now I got to go look at it. Christopher says we're making him hungry.
No, because that's good butter. That's why I know. Because the next butter I was going to get was that butter. If I were to buy some butter. Because my daughter gets that butter in the sticks. And they only come like in one flavor. I'm like, I got to get some different butter. Well, that's the butter she likes. So you have to lump it or buy your own. But I don't use butter very often. It's just I make.
It's called Land of Lakes. I had to go look.
Yeah, Land of Lake. I thought it was. See, me and you are two of a kind. I
Growing
even
up,
read
when
your
growing
mind.
up, my parents liked Country Crock. But when
Country
I got
Crock?
older, I did
Yep.
not like Country Crock.
Oh, I like Country Crock, but I haven't had that for a long time. But that's what I used to have as well. I mean, the kids love it. They'll eat anything.
I'm gonna try them biscuits. I gotta get some buttermilk, and I was just at Walmart today. Damn it!
Yeah, well, you put it on your to-do list because if you're gonna make biscuits for Christmas, you better have some.
Hawkeye says add some vinegar to your buttermilk. Oh, you can add some vinegar and make your buttermilk. Yeah, actually, it said lemon, but then I just said, oh, I'll just make something. But yeah, it wasn't that great.
But then you gotta buy the vinegar.
Got to have good butter. Don't open your butter and then try to use it. It sucks. Oh, I like meatloaf too. Mm. This is the thing. I took that wrapping off the stick and I had it in a Ziploc baggie. And it just, something about it is just horrible. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, but have you ate the butter since?
Do I?
Any of it? Any of your butter? Have you eaten any of your butter that's been in there just as long?
I was out. That was just my last stick I could find in the drawers. So today I went and bought 5 big old
Oh,
packages.
so you can't test the other one to see if it
No, that was
don't
the last
taste
bit
good.
of the butter. And I don't know how long it had been in the drawer either. But
Oh,
it was nasty.
okay. So you can't compare whether it was nasty or not. Then not now. Seems that
Oh,
was your
hey,
last
listen,
stick.
that's not the first time I've eaten a bad stick of butter. Okay, so yeah,
So they do go bad then. They do go bad then.
I think it
No, I was asking how long does butter last? You know, because when you buy store bought,
if you got the wrapper off of it, it don't last very long. It seems like.
oh, once the wrapper's up on. Yeah, but if you don't make your own butter, it only lasts so long, doesn't it? Anyway, period.
Gosh, like Opal said, stop with the food. We're gonna make her have to go eat.
Well, I'm making cookies. She's talking about food, and I'm making cookies on my little pancake maker.
I'm telling you, Land of the Lakes is the best butter there is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. When you got it wrong, I said, no, it's called Land of the Lakes. I know that. That's some good butter.
Good.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people say that's good. They say, oh, my God, that butter. Yeah. If you haven't tried it, you should give it a try.
Christopher says both you ladies' minds come with Braille instructions on the forehead.
I'm making chocolate cookies, and my dog wants it, and he can't have any because it's got chocolate in it.
So when you stop and see Nona don't cook. Her husband does all the cooking. So Ralph
Yeah.
is cooking for you.
Huh?
Ralph, her husband, will be doing all the cooking when you go to visit.
Oh, Ralph. He's the cook.
He is. She'll tell you she can't cook.
She said she can't cook. Not much.
She said that.
That's because she was a career woman. She had to work all the time.
For the post office, that's hard work.
Engineer.
Butter goes rancid. Yeah, that's what it is then. I don't know. It was nasty.
She was an engineer. Isn't that right?
An engineer?
Yeah, she was an engineer.
Kerrygold. I've never had Kerrygold. What the hell's
Kerrygold? Yeah, there's Kerrygold. Yeah. I miss my English butter. When I was in England, I used to use Anchor butter. Anchor butter. Opal might know what that butter is. Anchor butter. I like Anchor butter.
I've never used this Kerrygold.
Well, I did years ago when I was in England. That is.
I've used this Kroger and it's okay, but it's not Land of Lakes. Here's Kerrygold. Huh. Irish butter. Pure Irish butter. I'm gonna have to try it now. Listen, I'm all about butter. I like butter.
Oh yeah, you might as well just try some to see if you like it. If you
I
use a
put
lot of butter.
on everything.
Yeah, so did I. I don't anymore, but I used to use a lot of butter. I used to have to butter on it. If you have a sandwich, don't make an English person or Irish or Aussie or New Zealand a sandwich with no butter on their bread, because that's just not how we do it. Our bread has to have butter on it before you make us a sandwich. Just saying, just letting you know.
Mark, you must be in the South. Duke's mayonnaise. Because we don't have Duke's mayonnaise here in Kansas.
Okay. Black Opal's gotta go. Good night. Thanks for stopping by.
It's her morning, right? I think.
Yeah, okay, but she's gotta go wherever she's gotta go. We say good night because it's night here. So good morning. Good morning.
Sour cream.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Christopher feeds his dog chocolate.
You got to say good day to her in the Australian accent. Good day.
See, I swear, my mom only had me to cook. That was our job growing up. We had to cook.
I know. Us kids, that's what they had us for. To do the laundry, the sweeping, the cleaning, the bloody cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
She's
Listen.
got mechanical and civil engineers. But she carried mail for 32
I knew
years.
it was something like that. She said she had something to do with engineering.
Are you a Georgia Bulldogs fan, Mark? Yes, good day. Much love, Black Opal.
Yeah. Nana's she's pretty smart. That one. Right?
Yeah.
I got a degree. And it's about 15 Fahrenheit.
It's about 15.
It's about 15. It might be lower now. Don't be smart. Don't be smart.
Well, it's about time to wind down so that we can go live tomorrow night. Mark, no Georgia Bulldog fan. Clemson. Yeah. Clemson. I was stationed
in my coffee. Get the hell out.
Down in the South, they take their football I'm a basketball person, but they take their football very serious. I was, my daughter
I
was
think they do everywhere. You better not mess with the Green Bay Packers.
The South is worse. So I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know they do because they tear your town down. They start setting fires to buildings. And that's on a good day. That's
Not
when
in
they
Alabama.
win.
Not now.
That's when they win.
No.
I don't know what they do when they lose.
But like in Kansas, you see the house divided. Either you're a K-State or a Jayhawk fan. In Alabama, either you're a Crimson Tide or you're an Auburn fan. There's no.
Oh, my God. What happens when I wear my Green Bay Packer shirt and hat?
Well, that's NFL. That's not college, so you'll be fine. I don't know. Rick is
Yeah,
a
but we got
big-
college here too, but I don't wear their colors though. I don't really follow the college one. But we have college football here too, but you know.
Rick is a big Cowboys fan, and he's a Chiefs hater. So we go at it.
We've got the Bucks, we got the Brewers, we got the Packers.
Let's see here. I want to see something.
We got something else. I don't know what it is, but I think we got a soccer team, but we got new stadiums being built. These people donated this land and they're building inside soccer facilities, training centers, so the young kids can learn how to play soccer all year round.
Okay, I'm gonna find
You know,
a picture if I can.
And they
find
can
it.
have games and stuff like that because they're too chucking to play outside. And you can play outside in winter anyway, but you don't like to get wet and dirty. But that's what soccer's about, is getting wet and dirty.
Yeah, Beach Baby loves the Cowboys too, and so does Hawkeyes, the Americans team, all-American team.
Yeah.
Rick,
The English like the Cowboys.
Rick
They
gets
get to
tired- Rick gets tired of hearing everybody at work talk about the Chiefs when he's a Cowboys fan, so he likes to see the Chiefs lose because of that.
Yeah, well, they're going to lose this year because it's about time that we won something. It's about time that the Green Bay Packers brought it home.
I'll tell you, Rick's second team is the Buffalo Bills. He's really liking the Bills right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the Green Bay Packers, I don't like their colors. I don't like green very much. That's the color I don't like. And they're green and gold or yellow, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, can't we change our color like to blue or something? Like, because that green is horrible.
I'm trying to find this picture. You might know who
Yeah, I
it is, you might not. If you're a football fan, you might know who this is. $1 Million Man. Back then. But my friend drove the bus for Hank Williams Jr. His name is Haas. And
Hey, Robin, welcome in.
one of Hank Williams Jr.'s best friends was the Chiefs player.
Was he?
Uh-huh. And that's how I met him. Then I started going to all the Chiefs game, and I'm not a football fan. I got to drive his car and all kinds of stuff. Let's see here.
Well, at least he was good for one thing.
Oh, yeah, he had like 16
You
kids.
you can like him, but it doesn't mean you have to like the sport, but you like the person, you know.
Didn't know till he died how many kids he had. He had a lot.
Too many. One in every state, I bet.
Well, a lot was stepping forward. Probably ones that wasn't even his kids, honestly.
Well, of course they were. They just wanted the DNA test.
Oh, they wanted his money.
Yeah, that's what I say, but you got to get the DNA test.
Any other time I can find that picture real quick.
If just say that you have if you have kids and you don't really have much to do with them, but later on they say, hey, you know, I know you didn't raise me, but you knew you didn't know, or you knew that you were my father. Can they claim the money then? Can they still do it or not?
Oh, I'm sure if they get a DNA test.
And they can still claim it whether they've been in their life or not.
Yep. I'm gonna pull up this picture.
Yeah, because you know what that means. That means he probably never paid him any child support money, you know.
Right.
But that's up to the mother to go for that. Do you know what I mean? You know who he is. Should have went for his money. Some child support, shouldn't you?
Right.
Maybe he paid child support. I don't know, but you know, must make you broke having lots of kids.
Come on. For some reason, my Mac Air isn't picking it up. Hey, Robin. I'm kind of behind on chat. I'm catching up.
I said hi to Robin. Came in
So
late.
for people that just came in, just so you know, the Michigan the Michigan coach that just got fired and all the drama's going on, I know that family, and he is from Derby, Kansas, which is about 5 miles from me right now. So I've been watching that case that's unfolding right now because it's kind of crazy.
Oh, that's pretty close to you then. That's like next
Oh,
door.
Yeah, only about 5 miles away.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Okay. Let's see if anybody knows who this guy is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. I'm pulling it up now. There you go.
Oh
Does anybody
no,
know
Mark. 30 years old. For real? That's a shame. Oh,
who that is?
green is your school colors, huh? See, when I was at school, my school colors was navy blue, all black, and I was in house, Andrew House, and guess what color that was? Blue. And my daughter's favorite color is blue. I was like, oh, there you go. And my favorite color anymore, but I do like navy blue. I like baby blue. She don't like baby blue.
Okay, so in this picture that's right here, this is Mike Tillis over here in the back by the bus. And he died the day of this wreck. They were headed to St. Louis to the playoffs. And this is the one and only Derek Thomas. And he was a good friend of mine. But anyway, he was driving his car. And Mike Tillis was in the front. And they left the roadway because it was real slick out. And Mike Tillis died immediately. Derek Thomas, they sent him to Florida. And he was doing good. He was in a rehab, rehabilitation to get him walking again. And he had a blood clot and it killed him. And then they found out he had all the kids.
Well, those blood clots.
That'd be hard if you thought somebody was your dad the whole time and then something happened.
Yeah.
You can come up for a minute. We're not going to stay up here very long, but I'll drop you the link for a minute so you can come up and say hi.
Mm.
I know that you're in your house with everybody and you like to visit a bit. We'll let you up for a minute. Anyway, that's Derek Thomas. That's me. That's a long time ago. I'm not that young anymore. Go figure. Go figure.
Well, yeah. If you live old enough, you get older.
Right?
Well, there you go.
I've gotten older, that's for sure. Oh, hold on. Let's see here. This is what I was going to show you. That Michigan coach you see right here. He's from Derby, Kansas.
Is he from Kansas?
He's from Derby, Kansas. Yeah. Sure is.
Well, they're not doing very good with for the last few years. They've had 3 of them.
Hey, Justin, how you doing, brother? I said, hey, Justin, how you doing?
Good. Good.
Doing good. What'd you do today?
Today.
Pretty good.
What did you do?
I went to program, this stuff like that. Quite a bit.
So you had a productive day.
Yeah. Pretty good day. I'm watching this movie called Christine Martin. They did a biopic about Christine. Something bad happened to her. In the movie, she got shot or something. Kind of weird happened to her. She was the first female boxer.
Oh, I'm into boxing.
Some people age like a fine bottle of wine. Just thought I'd throw that one in.
Her name was Christine Martin. She was the first female boxer.
Nice.
Something happened. She got shot. Looks like. Yep.
What was
Yeah,
her
back
name? Christine what?
Martin. First
She
female
got-
boxer.
Well, when did she get shot? Like in her prime? She was just making it. When did she get shot?
In the movie, she got shot in though.
Well, that's
When
in
they
the
made-
movie.
Yeah.
But in real life, did she get shot in real life and they made a movie about it?
Yep. Just this year.
Hey, take your friend off the camera. He's getting naked or something.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm not going to show that.
Yeah, just be careful where you put your camera because you got a roommate doing whatever.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Christine Martin. That's her name.
Wait.
They did a movie based on her this year. Based on her. Yeah.
Yeah, but if she got shot in the movie, that means she got shot in real life.
Yeah. Real life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did she die or did she
I
she
don't know
die?
I don't know if it said that on there.
Hold on, I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Boxing legend Christine Martin survived a brutal 2010 attack where her husband stabbed and shot her, leaving
Oh.
her for dead. She eventually escaped, leading to his conviction and her advocacy for domestic violence survivors. Published in a book, getting inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame, and see her story become a film starring Sydney Sweeney, which she now promotes female boxing. She's still alive. She's not dead.
Oh,
She's still alive. Yeah.
she survived. Become an activist.
Yeah. She's still with us. Yeah.
There was her in her boxing days.
Well, she could have beat his butt.
That's the real life Christy based on her movie. On the movie.
Yeah, based on her real life story.
She actually recovered it because the doctors took care of her.
Yep.
Yeah, she pulled through and made it for the fight of her life.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the fight of her life.
Yep.
He shot her. I mean, he stabbed her and everything.
Yeah.
Shot her.
Mark, I'll see you tomorrow. And poor brothers are here.
She survived it, and then she's still with us. To
Okay,
this
Mark.
day- To this day, she's still with us.
Yeah.
She's an advocate for domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
I will say this. I'm glad you come up, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go. We've
Yeah.
been watching that 50 Cent documentary on Diddy, and Rick is
Mhm.
waiting for me to come in there and watch it. So
Oh, okay then.
I'm gonna have
Okay,
to go up there.
Lee. Good night, y'all. You know what I
Justin, you
mean?
have a great night too. We'll see
Okay.
you again, brother.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Bye.
I'm gonna play a song.
See you later.
Yep, I'm gonna play this song and we're out of here. Much love to everybody.
See ya, y'all.
See ya, y'all.
Know what I mean?
Okay, this is probably one of my favorite songs I made. Here we go.
We came together from different roads, different stories, different loads. But love showed up and the walls fell down. Now we one big family on the YouTube sound.
Jane with hope and Big Mikey strong. Hawkeye steady when the nights feel long. Rhonda and Stacy side by side. Holly and Beach, baby, bring that light.
Gail got faith when the world feels heavy. Fairy tales dream when the hands get unsteady. Journey rolling where the hearts run free. Heidi's showing what a friend should be. God is good. God is good. All the time. All the time. God is good. God is good. Every high road, every hard climb, we lift each other.
Hold on. That's not the one I wanted to play. Here we go. This is the one I want to play.
Rock, chalk, rock, chalk. Family, let's go. Chalk. Family, let's go. downtown, on the porch when the snow comes down. Journey's got the lights wrapped around the van. Girly girl dancing with the cocoa in her hand. Jane's got cookies in the oven tonight. Anthony's laughing, yeah, the mood's just right. Johnny's on the aux playing old school jams. Beach baby shining like the Gulf Coast sand. Cold outside, but the fire's turned on. Hearts beat together till the break of dawn. It's a rock, chalk, Christmas night. Hands up high on the twinkle light skies. From the heart to the beat to the family tie. Love one another, that's our battle cry. Through the good and the rough, through the wrong and right. We stand together on this holy night, yeah. It's a rock, chalk, Christmas night. Yeah, yippee yelling from the back of the room. Hawkeyes grinning, saying, watch this move. Rhonda brought the pies and the holiday cheer. Memories stacking up year after year. Nana saying prayers for the ones who strain. Holly and Journey breaking old chains. Girly girl shining in red and green. This is what a real family means. We've all been lost, we've all been found. But tonight this love is loud. It's a rock, chalk, Christmas night. Hands up high under twinkle light skies. From the heart to the beat to the family tie. Love one another, that's our battle cry. Through the good and the rough, through the wrong and right. We stand together on this holy night, yeah. It's a rock, chalk, Christmas night. Yeah, black opal glowing in the Christmas light. Jay Thomas from Greeley with the Colorado pride. Christopher steady when the storm winds blow. Rock chalk hearts in a worldwide show. Different roads but one heartbeat. Different stories but the same belief. When the world gets cold and the walls get tight, we answer back with love tonight. If the world feels heavy, if hope feels far, if the night feels longer than where you are, hear these words in the firelight glow. Love one another, don't stand alone. No judge, no hate, no door shut tight. Just hands held high in the Christmas light. Love one another, love one another, love one another. No matter where you're from, love one another. No matter what you've done, love one another. When the world feels cold, love one another. When your heart feels alone, love one another. Love one another. Love one another. If you fall, we pick you up. If you're weak, we share our love. Side by side, we stand together. Rock chalk family now and forever. Yeah! Jay Thomas, Jordan Greeley, CEO, snow on the ground. But my heart stay warm though. Long road, hard nights. Yeah, the struggle was real. Now I stand with my family. Everything healed from the dark to the light. I'm alive, I'm free. Rock chalk in my chest, yeah, you know that's me. Hands in the sky, let the past fall back. Love one another, yeah, we live in that fact. Christopher steady when the storm winds rise. Been through the fire, came out gold inside. I don't fall when the cold world tries. I hold my people up, yeah, that's my fight. From the lows to the highs, yeah, we earn this view. Rock chalk family, yeah, I stand with you. No hate, no fear, just truth and light. Love one another, we unite tonight. Love one another. 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 It's a rock chalk Christmas night. It's a rock chalk Christmas night. Let the amps ring out and the angels fly. From Holly to Jane to Johnny's mind. From Black Opal shine to Yippie's cry. From Hawkeye's loud to Rhonda's fight. From Jay Thomas road to Nona's light. From Christopher strong to Journey's dry. Love one another, live that truth tonight. Yeah, it's a rock chalk Christmas night. Yeah, it's a rock chalk Christmas night. Love one another. So we raise that toast to the ones we love, to the stars above and the child below. No matter where we are in this lifelong fight, love one another, rock chalk Christmas night. Love one another. Oh,